the aseda kese this way chocolate drink do here any is you share the special ice mineral water is your crogin there beboa na ne ya COVID-19 cases no Ghana onim see yete da ya yes e di agro no COVID-19 cases no 1,000 plus na we say wa we demonstration wa we jubilate you e was so bia ya hwe ye say the ba yen kotete COVID emma since the COVID there is no respecter of persons who America for mu all time highest and rank nipa COVID kum wo e wo United States of America kwa 2,500 plus and rank just enra omo awudie enya asem ketoa afa na omo chese vaccine aba ai wa broche ni omo de health workers ni ade nyina enti hwe ho ye because e bia na vaccine na meto wa hwe ana wo no wunnim yare kra wo ho na de eko. So in the meantime me ene e kan for am so benum special ice mineral water to me aboa amade bia wetumi ejina na so ene this is the day the Lord has made. Critical issues and said the we must say it as it is. Ya to aba Osha Article 42 where Benyina Constitution say Electoral Commission and not to me wo ekutan in some say or conduct public elections. NDC near elections, MPP near elections, CPP near elections, GUM on your election. In fact, NDC near MPP parties are kesi mienu. Omo kra omo yo omo congresses are Electoral Commission for any supervising mom to legitimize elections. Okay, President Mills, and then Nana Kwedu Rollins, Fonka Games contest, of course, was no. Electoral Commission was there. Okay, Fokomo elections, no. Fonka Games was there. MPP, the famous 18 presidential candidate, no Mokwako Jina Kwako pre MPP flag bearer, no. Electoral Commission and the supervisor. All public elections, what Ghana ha. Electoral Commissions and the Inti abane saying, and then media for. Yeah, elections, public elections, said according to the constitution. And parties are KCN, senior MPP, now almost recognize say public elections there easy. And I was say, yeah, Juma. Yeah, kwaji election results, every electoral commission, wha. Now NDC for both who say Aden and media for, yeah, kwaji election results. And today, many a break. This is going to be the last critical show, and Sana 2020 are called end. This is the last episode for 2020. Na enye maybe one man say an secretary yes 32 na yan kan kire NDC ni MPP any omo party followers now assembly or Ghana and we will not because the reason why I no pay me my word ne say NDC ni MPP for penifo na they are damn aware of the law omo nyina ni mra no omo nyina ni law no very well nti aba ne say and agbeblo lati to me press conference then he blames the media. Say media for na ye changing results. Media for ni area elections mo. Then they say don't ketia. Senior politician. Who see media for ni ye changing results. Then they even go further and mention peacefmonline.com and mention UTV. Maybe electoral commissioner. And answer Father Dixon or electoral commissioner. And I want journalists be electoral commissioner. In fact, Ghana have public elections here, you know. NDC ni MPP, any the only political parties are omo party agent every polling station. This election over 33,000 polling stations. NDC and MPP they had their party agent there. Inti ye wia abatu omu a. E ya mevim lady nam ko wia abatu onim. Ana Father Dixon ne ko wia abatu onim. Ana lawyer TK ne ko wia abatu onim. Ana Kwabrani ne ko wia abatu onim. Ana chairman general ne ko wia abatu onim. Ana say ye friend say Kwame Nkrumah TK say ne ko wia are we party agents? How does it become okay? Say Ghana Hanum say we allow politicians so omomo media for this say yeah na ye changing results. How did that become possible? How did that become okay? And so far, me who say NDC Penny General Secretary, NDC President Mahama, anybody in NDC has come to condemn this, and this is not fair. To the extent to say people are issuing death threats. How does that become okay? How does that become damn okay? How? Not your reporter what Techima not. We broke the story. UTV any a breaking shooting incident now and what Techima South no. I was here a reporter ni Johnny didn't share a Pragia money didn't Johnny. How did that become okay? Now I brought you some headlines from 2012. Now when I say that this is a classic replay of 2012, a lot of the things are the same. 2012 sir MPP 4 year demonstration okay so mo ko pikete wo Obra Sport a protest. In fact, one of them omo call demonstration across Adabraka ho no ma kofa CPP for head office. One of the protesters no omo ye. Omo the second kwa ko war abrantie bi no share NDC t-shirts. And obia condemn me. You see when you see Madam will be na kan say Ghana foot soldiers ni bia omo dwen ye queens. She said a strong man omo dwen ye queens. Omo dwen ye queens. I've said it 3 times. Then we condemned this thing in 2012 when MPP4 was doing it. Into how does it become okay in 2020? 8 years after that election, you condemn me and say Ghana yakoye nimno. How does that become okay? Say nede you threatening journalists. 2012 MPP4 year demonstration say ya. President Kufuor address a rally or Obra Sport MPP supporters catch up say we will not agree. I said the President Mahama we will not agree. That is okay. Are good? Everybody has a right to say. Now, who the school for kra Saito JHS? Omukra mukobo coast football which there. Na ba ko ye no na wan tiasia. Omukra so omu protest. So everybody has a right to protest, but ye protest no dutifully and lawfully. Media anope the entire Maya word is because they are extending it to the media. Now the thing about 2012 they say Omo attacking media for media bema Kofi Adama ya bono MPP headquarters. Ya bono MPP headquarters. MPP came out later on, and I have the story here from 2012 Ghana Web to condemn it. Say oh they condemn it whether they meant it or not. You say politicians say fan to the bia year first saying omo to me ya hanya. Ombega me ya bu ya no we condemn it. I said the GJ oh we condemn the attack on journalists. But have we gone to even file one single complaint at police headquarters? Have we found one simple complaint say attacks on journalists, no death threats? You're threatening Manasseh, you're threatening Umaru Sanda, you're threatening something Lade Ayenini. Why? And you have people like Mini Abema Paula Domochi who then proceed to say that na MPP for my media house. Then what is this? So Metro TV akwaje results from MPP. So say it. Say it. So media house no akwaje results from MPP. Despite media Father Dixon that 1 week we were here. How did it become okay? Say suddenly media for Baba a friend saying electoral commissioners and we are changing results and party leaders are singing this song to their followers. Who and now I think of you despite media has say 2 people power has say why? Yet me electoral commissioners threatening to kill people, threatening to burn media houses. How did that become okay? How did that become okay? Into President Mama, Michelle, we are here, we are waiting to hear from you if you're going to condemn this. If you're going to condemn this. The party leadership must condemn this. Media house be any hanma or electoral commissioner. Media house be any Ghana hanma yede article 42, 43 action in sem so declare results. All my 20 years on the job, training amako throughout in 24 or more National Media Commission here do for election training mo. The fundamental thing in election reporting is you take the certified results from electoral commission. A mama ye bo collation center na party agent thing na sign on. That is what we also get. Media house be any right or be any to me. It is a media house be ya mumbodi go and deal with that person. And in any case, like people are talking about NDC said they should go to court. MPP did the same thing. They only went to court later on. It is protesting there. It is fair. We are critical issues, and then we are going to go into the details of it. And I all lawyers and I bet na hanum. No my boy I may have say in the event say NDC castle or court because NDC here auditing the kianeke. It's a court boom. It's an option NDC say or consider. Public civil protest NDC and also an option here a law a I'll say citizen be our right so betimi akọ demonstration. You have a right. Into be a demonstration and yes we boom re bia so. Say o kwahye tire and then no there yes you be unlawful. But say obekọ demonstration everybody na make sure say 2012 MPP year demonstration. Na make say in one of the cases omo the second crowd supporters be e the second ko wo obi wo Obra Sport nchen ho yefa ATTC there be ada ofa Obra Sport animo a wo ko traffic light na say wo baby a GCB ho no e the second ko wo obi later on ansana party no ebe condemn. I've got all those headlines here. NDC at the time unim 9th a friend saying December Electoral Commission gazetted the results of President Mahama in 2012. 9th December Electoral Commission gazetted results. Say Electoral Commission called gazetted results. NDC for be bofu. But 9th December, and I have the story. Electoral Commission gazetted the results of President Mahama. They gazetted the results. In fact, if you look at BBC, 10th December, frontline story, Ghana election, John Mahama declared winner. It's BBC. And the story is here. Oko Ghana Web. On the 19th December, Wednesday, gazetted declaration of president-elect. The details of the gazetted report is there. Ghana Web, again, 16th December, na Clementa Park, Aba Bontin, Aba Bekase, or condemning the attack on media people. But say I take Clementa Park as a move. Any the leadership of NDC condemning any of the attack. Tabre no na MPP for supporters. And no more attacking media people. Later on, there was an article written against MPP. MPP puts journalists in danger. This story was supported heavily by NDC because at time na ko yema NDC. Me say Miami Jina multimedia at the time na me wo Joy FM anymore. MPP supporters be beto to mobile ebroye. But I'm saying that when it goes beyond year to moba, and which is even unlawful to say yes threatening to yebekun, then people go and say people who are seen as sympathizers of NDC akoye video, and the video is still there online. If you Pokua we yebekun 2 weeks, undi bronya, and NDC is sitting there and not talking. Don't worry. Sekaba uye obi ekomudi obi amboa. So I will die, and other people will come and do the work. Simple and short. Where are critical issues? Elections, if it goes to court, demonstration issues, NDC were legitimate case. What happens now? They say Nanado echo London or London. Is he the president in London or he's not the president? Because Abatoway is an issue. Until Netanya and date 6th January midnight, who becomes the president? That issue is in contest. Now they say Parliament, any the biggest issue about hang Parliament between NDC and MPP. Yeah, meaning they said the Nema Air Parliament no from now MP is not only going to be popular, but the entire Parliament Nakasa a very popular between now and 2024. How are Omumi and Ubeyem it's another matter. But you can't do a discussion on 2020 elections without talking about the performance of NDC. Say umpo, you have to recognize NDC for the effort they've made. Look, this is the election now. Even in 2000, when the wind of change was blowing everywhere, President Kufuor, about 2000, not in the history of Ghana, this kind of massive fallout. MPP ministers, like I said, Minister for Local Government, Haji Alima, we're losing it. Just big fishes are falling off. This is a very NDC, many NDC. This is the timer. We have serious introspection. When your timer who offended swing floating voters, and yes, sir, gains NDC will make it. This is the election. Even NDC did not believe. NDC did not believe. I have sat here so many times. Amaka say. And then a minority people, you didn't see them actively supporting President Mahama in their campaign. I've said it. Because even NDC, in Omwankasa, in Ombekano, and I've had so many meetings with President Mahama, and I've said this thing. Omwankasa, they didn't know so Ombeya say. So NDC has done well. Why are they no? Men go demonstration, cause say near floating voters, because sir, international community here, it go to court. Now, now what you solidify out there so that 2024 the way things are going it's almost a done deal for NDC. But we hear you say now why NDC food soldiers be now your best market, your best fuel stations. If you do that allegedly there, but they are on social media saying all these things. If you do that now ordinary people now or no nisika coins no who question the marketer who come and vote for you in 2024. Into I ask them for the parties. But this is also where you expect the president say president will chroma and you don't know why a president took on there. But again, president took on class a vice president. So the constitution is very clear in the absence of the president who acts any nina become where critical issues. This way to claim numbi who send a message now follow social media obey their time and this is the last episode. You be kan adwen akiro. What you say? A critical issues UTV. You be say ani aba beto aso.
everything. If your bodies abide for you. I buy you this way, and I do you so share. Why are you taking my life this way?
It's before this way about Kwana Yede.
Hey, why are you telling me this?
And cut!
Data, sorry. People know me, Acrobato, aka who knows tomorrow. Look, my profession is actor. People are always giving me encouragement because of my performance. This way chocolate drink, that is my secret. You just need only hot water in your share. You just put it in. You just take it easy. Even it just sustain you hungry. If you take this way, never hungry. You can take it anytime, any day, anywhere, everywhere. Everybody enjoy this way.
With this way chocolate drink, all you need is hot water. Mix and stir for a creamy look, and you're good to go.
I love this way because it tastes so good.
This way chocolate drink, near we here in Sushia.
Your friend Mammy asked me, we need to come yet estate and swallow a true be at the crowd. Near wolf. As to say, dear, when Hono quite panel, Tintin no, a chum, and one neat fufu. So when young point pebby bosswa, a humanist.
Neat fufu is available in 3 different tastes: neat plantain, neat cocoyam, and neat yam. Neat fufu is well packaged and so easy to prepare. So whether plantain, cocoyam, or yam, same preparation. In just 5 minutes, your tasty fufu is ready.
Under 5 minutes.
Need fufu se manum bet nabi we am grandpa be bosswa manesi the tasty da you manesi 5 minutes bet nabi you manesi
Neat fufu is so
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? You ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized, feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Yankee susu say ya brabo bekono enye saa na mpempi na koma ye na sadom bedum wa monya uti didimu a agye se wonya yonko a wode wo betwere no na wonya hotoso se ensio mo awiemu oka ho abribia se woyie sika hye wudwa wobotire na wopese wotre wo soto ni mu meche se emfa woni adwuma ko a woye o ana sempo wo pebie tia wo school fees ene media sempa na mu Best Point at the Fufrobia bar and on the Best Point Susu scheme. Dear, what's a yan said, Debiada, for simple and now tapu at to Best Point Susu scheme nimo. Na yem peso be brebe brainty, yam crow franca sababa or naswa beje. Obomo dear to yamani drabusumi mienu diaminia, who are quenya jibusia at the sort of how you na. And the Best Point Susu scheme any kasubomwe to susu na jabosia busumi mienu achi ya brewo nhihye pa edwene wo ho enti fa won to mabebo Best Point Susu scheme dia no na die Best Point Susu scheme boa wusika no na chane bocho
Kojama needs can
transfer for me said I knew a moon.
frɛ kodwa samana chance on pobi fa misika na ema non famre me echeche se dan me sabe ka misika.
Ah, Papa, MoneyGram, it's dependable and the best of all.
And is available at Best Point Savings and Loans.
Wamu mani kuku Papa efa Western Union. Ewa Best Point Savings and Loan. Omu diye yediye hutu omuswa. Omu ndiye ramoda.
Receive all MoneyGram and Western Union transfers at any Best Point branch close to you.
Best Point also offers Vigo Money Transfer, Airtel Money, MTN Mobile Money, and Tigo Cash.
Best Point Savings and Loans.
Your dream, our business.
When the unexpected strikes, you need an insurance company that understands. An insurance company that pays your claims promptly. Best Assurance insures not just your car, but your home, its contents, and many more. Best Assurance facilitates your medical and police reports to expedite the processing of legitimate claims promptly. Best Assurance Company Limited. Your protection is assured.
That's my girl.
Daddy.
Yes.
Please, can you help me with my homework?
No problem. Go on, okay?
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yes.
Aprepensa with koto, aka club, momone, smiling fish, and a kobe, and a bekwanya adia cheso.
Okay. How do you prepare it? How do you prepare it?
Preparing. Just for the question we are more about corazon. Cancel it and make it this way. Cancel it.
This way chocolate drink.
You ain't hearing this here. You need to prepare it. You can take it anytime, every day, everywhere. That's my girl.
This way chocolate drink.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Energy drink. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine.
Ebusiafo mamu nyina akwaba aha aye UTV critical issues and no pay ye de to am e wo fie no ye encourage you so betimi follow ye ye social media platforms na ye de nkomo no ato aso ye pese ye interactive we last episode of critical issues ye de bebo na ye de 2020 abawie ye na Nyankopon ye adom na o de che ye na say enkofo ameku ye nse de o mo 13 years o mbeku ye no na o de ewura 2021 mu dia na say UTV cameraman ni ya bofa so mu nyina atinkom na o mu ahoden dia we enter into 2021 now for your talk critical issues so amam bio said them dey kan no your friend Vim lady Afia Pokua and them nim penny for lawyer for kese me no ha ye ni bebre so betwen komo e telephone so ne 2020 elections so say say yakwakoye man so no dey na da ye nim make us say Omampani His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or president until midnight of 6 January and sana the first 10 year ne bebe wi na say the electoral commission the results na ba betu dwa no bibia NC dia o masa so any in bio 7th January na so say BBC na say the NDCK court bam na say court san ye hu de course 2012 say justice Atuguba ni nuanom eko etna ase wo Supreme Court o muka say niam ba ko mienu bi anko yie e wa abatom de nanso enye significant enough se ebema abato no asesa ewo kwan bia eso nti Omampani Mahama no ane ma no etina akonwa so yenim de ebekwa kosie NDC o so mo dwe ho so mo de asem no ebekọ court nti no ene asem kase a yebeka ho asem nti se de onim no Omampani His Excellency Nana Addo or enjoy ewo London nti enye yen na we can come and care ourselves for Ghana ha ye dey here for democracy lawyers akese o mabetna so munyina so here for democracy nti am so send a message many atem is part of democracy pedifo akese o mo obia ne ba bia ogina is because the choice has been guaranteed our constitution pedifo akese John Dako lecturer our Gempa law faculty me akasa wa chairman there law faculty onum eda nti onye ni paketo adachi bia so obegina I just say one of the constituencies of Kumasi o say edine ko no koko gina o say my law lecturers ni akọ mahye bedwum na omo ko hemra cause mpanivo ni bebe omo ko parliament no omo sheda ni law background nti ebe wie na fe obi enya constitutional issue ko Supreme Court asani akwaje interpretation nti e rada ko eda asese anope oje obi bia na waba beke ho e wa ha sanso na lawyer kese Victor Kojoga Adawudu or a member of NDC. In fact, some of the some kakra ba kumienu about elections. Ni dia ba be piem ba Ashanti region sem ba na ni dia ewom. Lawyer anope da so abeka ho. Minim so ofie ye na wabanti ye da se. Wabre but ye da se say waba be join here. Thank you anope. Akwaba so. Yenhwe elections. So first and foremost, me njo comment on 2020 election. But before that, mpese me njo comment on this attacker. Momo supporters, NDC supporters, mo dey ba media for so. Council media for electoral commission adwuma yetumi change results because me wo video gbevlolati akase media for ye be see ewia battle me change results Yera Johnson and Nketia repeated the same thing. There's a barrage of attack similar to the NL to 2012 no against media for ye role election money saying
let us say na I mean, in that area, they say, so far, no, you are the election went peacefully until a tall baby, a do baby, you who say basa, your eba. So far, I think everything is okay. But I'm saying now about the media, no, Yemeni Juma, the fourth estate of the realm. Omwejuma is to be the watchdogs for society. You see, if you be a mensa home, until within the media itself, no, so you were mensa in your home. But we share about your woman, no. Some of the media houses made projections, and now they came with figures. Some figures no entirely with what Electoral Commission has come with. They say, and the perception say. The media, instead of maybe doing the specific, say, this media house, and Anipa will say, a percent or the confusion, but because the media has done excellent work, Omona, the BB Koswa, the brain, we get to know. And to maybe generally say that it is not right. Secondly, it is not right, say, Obibeka say, Meba Kumu. You cannot take anybody's life. No, crime is a crime. Crime has no political color. They say. And this obi say Obabe Kumo Obia. I think it is wrong. It should be condemned. However, I don't also think say if people who sympathize with NDC and now they are members of NDC be Ababe can say me Ababe Kumnipa we say that one they should know that. I don't think the party leadership will support them. Say, because already, we are losing some of our sympathizers and members. So why should we also go and say we are going to kill other people? Enti, Niao can say the party leadership no. Me sure say have a meeting. Yeah, sure. what you are saying. Say, if it is true, we tell our supporters, anybody who goes in the name of NDC on the media, say me kwa kokumobia, and may assure say the law will take its course. Yes, we are a family. That doesn't mean that you should go out. Yes, ana ye preminia intimate so me kwa kokumobi. It is not the place. It is right. It's not right. It is wrong, because media no almost omujuma figures say the bano. There are some selected media houses they should have gone for the provisional and certified results. Na omo kind omo deba. But I had to say they had even gone ahead of electoral commission say projection. Now projection figures omo deba no. Also at the end of the day, it is not right. And until I may sure say other people are condemning the whole general media.
2012 media phone you projected my NDC even ahead of electoral commission.
It has always been wrong because
from 2000
when
media for I projected my
mom. Even from 2004
NDC dispute here the court in 2005.
Jake could declare results no. They are saying.
So no, the onye media.
Maybe onye media. But the media makes a projection, but they don't call the. And say all the figures be back, and the figures is not what electoral commission they buy. That is when we have the problem. And America say, oh, they generalize it now. And America say you can't generalize it. It's the media. The media have been doing their work. It's only few selected media personnel and stations they went ahead of the electoral commission to project, and unfortunately almost figures they buy it doesn't tally with the figures of electoral commission.
Correct. Baby projected my correct. 2016 my old media house you projected na correct. 2012 you projected my NDC na correct.
Yes, and if you have a right to project. But the problem who 2020 is that the figures from electoral commission and the figures from some of the media houses doesn't tally.
Now say by force
and even it is more than what electoral commission has come with. Okay. Now electoral commission itself, crab buyers say they have made mistakes in the figures. They are here. And maybe we should have taken some time. Cross-check figures from all angles, check from EC. Because some more check from EC ni BBA, then we have been on the same path. Projection, calling the results, there's nothing wrong about it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong about it. What is wrong is that the figures you have called, you've not cross-checked from electoral commission, some of the media houses. I think that is the issue. Okay. Let's put it in context.
I am media houses now. Mu claim so oman cross-checking. But they say they are making say you are saying dunketia beblo lati ebebo yen ye dia, and we have yen ye results thing from electoral commission. They were certified results. More agents were there. Then that is why I'm saying say it's unfair. And I know Nana may expect to say, and this leadership will come out and say that, and you'll be because this is a beblola and no more. What did we do?
Maybe sure, and I make us say, Yabeko meeting. We will look at if those videos and in Yama where they were talking about. Sure. I'm sure the leadership of party will look at all the scenarios, and if the needful is have to be done, it will be done. I say, yeah, party, we always sit down. We look at the figures. But what I'm saying,
because
I've said it already.
If a party leader comes to stand there and see media near changing results, that is first and fundamentally flawed. Because yen results the electoral commission announced and and the part NDC MPP you are all there.
No, but
media need be any agent too.
No, media need be an agent. But you agree with me, sir? Some of your sister stations,
And your sister stations, they are not related.
They are not related. Anyway. Yes, some of the media stations, they got it wrong.
Into Bomudin.
Yes, and America said you can't generalize. Into who generalizes the media, And America first say if you be a mensa womb. Enti se mensa womna mensa ya de na enya na e bobusuan de no it is not fair.
Okay.
Enti na o kan ye say mo I don't see say mo the figures be by at the end of the day no any ECD no antally.
Yeah, the project you. One of the things that came to Despite Media, I was told, say, oh, Vimle Ufi multimedia na waba, we don't project election results. The policy is we wait on Electoral Commission. So we never projected. So under no circumstance did NDC have any right so be attacking. As I say, your reporters now have to run for their lives. Also be anama kakra UTV bon wa wife free home. That the sense of fear and panic, no, it is wrong.
It's wrong.
And the council one person will be condemned.
No.
Because you was say party need to be condemned. Intina me share that cover headlines from 2012. MPP supporters CBA the same. But later on, party Nankasa Bar out to condemn it. Clementa Park from NDC at the time, 2012, he came to condemn the MPP supporters, said the media for. So you need to condemn this one. And stop because Yetiana man will be able to say yesterday we arrested 2 people here. Yachinipa mienua. It is obi kuta acid. I know kuta second or the will be one. We will come and the parties will come and sign book of condolence. And they'll come and they'll come and cry crocodile tears. And they'll come, we condemn it. The person is dead and gone and you are condemning. And some maba.
Vim lady, the American say, Namine General, as you are saying, for almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, they were teaching my senior Kwame dance so all. They send you all canon. Omuni na omobeba ene. Now when he comes, na this thing na. Tisa okan ye say the party later condemned it no. The party will sit down and look at what has come out. Say if they have unfairly branded UTV, any piece FM say oh when they call so I think that the right thing is to come and condemn and apologize. Say maybe in the haste of doing things no. But there are media houses that we have agreed. It's not that we want to get to both sides of the coin. What do I say? Okay. Every story has both sides. Okay. Now, akasa. Okay. That is what we have to do. Okay. If you've been unfairly condemned, listen, you will definitely have the apology and condemn it. Because, listen, Ghana, this is the only country we have. Yekum nipa bibre. We don't want that bloodshed again. Not even one person. Now media no come more now. How you bend the media houses? How do we get our news again? What I say? And what you are saying?
The sad thing is, NDC year press conference 1:30. I'm matching when their wives and children. No, me short now. You don't know, man or madam boy. Council. Oh, me say 1:30 now. Oh, you don't know, man or mother. Now my friend media 1:30. I'm matching here, 2:30 I'm matching. You remember the famous Comfortable Leave press conference? It was 3-something a.m.
3 a.m.
We didn't sleep for. Me say the whole Father Dixon was here. 1 week no sleep. 1 week no sleep. He was here.
Remember before we go. Oh, Niao I've been an eyewitness to it. They said TV3 say no. They didn't want to send anybody to Sene any Techima because of few issues I ever know. Enti omo background esi omo why branding no efika no oh yes yeah I was there, so I was moving with them and me say moon why ye why sit in my car sometimes me din omo na enam so sometimes they say sit in my car or follow my car so that say bibi bar nobody will be around and say hey munjai oh yes so I've been an eyewitness to it. Say anybody say by election sometimes people do and think about it, they don't reason again.
Yeah.
No, I understand the where you are coming from. Say UTV, no. With me, UTV car BBB sana, they start attacking. That's not what we want. Nobody is going to ascribe, say, because NDC for we feel we've been cheated or we've been robbed. Let's go and do this. It won't happen. And we will go through, say, say we've not been fair to your station, no. Why? Everybody makes a mistake. So why not to apologize?
Council Dako.
Well, so if you say, just to start from where you left off. Why I would say, of course, and Abraham have bono and then I have teaching myself. When we say some of the media has more background, I would say why branding. Yeah. So it tells you say omusro na nsema maka no ha wo. Now, you know the role media play in our politics. In fact, in our daily lives, as you said, we hear news, and when say we contact a media house. So we heard the way our constitution is structured, the way our governance system is structured. The media always play very, very key role. And it beats my mind. Say what election? I say for whatever reason, or issue you attack the media house. I mean, I know, say, political party, and you have people who one way or the other, go off the track. I said the host Erkan, the duty of the leadership of the party is to call such people to order and condemn whatever act they engage in. You understand? Now, say, Ekobase, party leadership, mumna, funny this whole idea. Then you call a particular media house, say, umuna a changing result. Then what you are telling your people is that go out there, because you see, the political leader only know how more this munko attack, but you tell so almost changing result in the mind of sir activist. No, when him say, oh okay, he's giving us a message, and anything now Oka say, Enra will be back station here or say arrested because they are coming to attack media personnel. So we have to be watchful and be careful what we say. We are a political leader. Your words carry weight. You know how words have destroyed nations. So I say, and to say I'm not careful now because of election. And you just say election. I say for whatever reason you are not comfortable. The next place to go is to go to court. And NDC, you did that successfully recently. It was Senate West, Mako Court. I'm a court and eventually
MPP na court.
MPP na challenge
you.
And NDC.
Of course, so you know, say when it comes to election, you don't resort to violence. MPP beat me, like I said, by force, declare as winners, right? We went to court made a decision, and that's final. And I believe that as country as we grow, but now we shouldn't even be talking about this. You should know, say issue with the election. Make sure you put your facts together and head to court. There can be one or two decisions. Either say your case will be dismissed or your case will be appealed.
Yes.
And you have to prepare your people. You see, it's about leadership.
Prepare supporters.
Prepare them that anything is possible. And I'm talking about leadership. 2012 election, what can hold petition? During the petition, you could see, say,
but MPP 4 years say no,
it wasn't this violent.
Oh, yeah,
let me make a point. Let me make a point.
Okay, well, it
wasn't this violent. But what I know is, say, the president at the time, the leader at the time, Nana Akufo-Addo, MIA who said, at the end of election, on pair results because or issues. It's young court. I remember very well throughout the process. Nana kept telling people, say, you should respect the law. Everybody should be calm. On the day of the declaration,
President, Brasport or catch on. When I have the story here, or address you, I'm gonna say they should be calm. It's true. Say Nana Akufo-Addo catch on.
Yes.
But demonstrators, a circle.
Yes.
They were shouting, Afrejan 419. No Nanado, no president. No more than we will not wait more years.
No, but you see, so I'm saying that
even circle there's a story I found that the second one of the supporters, the second will be a Advanti Bia, not Oshe NDC attire.
But you see,
PTC on
and you've been very fair, and I like that. But what can I say? At that time, Nas had NEC, and MPP came out and condemn that act.
That is also true.
So what I say?
Yes. Jacob Adam say, Jacobeche Belamti, so they are shocked that some of their supporters have handled media people, so they apologize.
Exactly.
So MPP issues apology to journalists.
Exactly. So it tells you, because as I'm working, NDC leadership, why not out about condemning what is going on? And so it tells you about the makeup of these two parties, the leadership of these two parties. The only who feels that violence is okay, and the one who will readily condemn it. You see, because a nipa.
But then council mbeko meeting.
Because see, violence na happen every year. A nipa ni bi who are threatening woman. And see that so if you are going for the meeting, let's even say ochina. You don't condemn it. Not say answer na the channel. You are attacking media house bia. Tam ben so you should be very swift.
Are they members of the NDC?
They are members of NDC.
Who, yes, omobaye ya che omo, or those on social media say we will kill you, we are threatening you. Are they members of NDC? Maybe that is why I said that.
Let's be
until
careful.
You see the dynamics of this election. Now say, or we go to court, follow the appropriate channel.
Yes.
Let me put it in a proper context.
Yes.
Election, all elections in Ghana are different from the 2020 we are seeing now. Maybe
you can't say that. And maybe I was on the floor, so you should let me finish.
When you finish,
Because
I'll tell you the dynamics.
The dynamics of this election is
This election is different from all the
parliamentary. The parliamentary.
Oh, no,
the electionary processes have always been the same, except that we've tweaked it. I said in 1992, yeah, you use transparent box. It's really compare 96.
No.
Okay, in 2000. Yeah, you still colored ID card and a kotuaba. If you back in 2004, when you use the colored, it's different.
Okay.
But when you are talking about the major electionary process, they've been the same.
Okay.
The outcome may be different because this is the only outcome where we have more or less a split parliament. You understand? So you can talk about the outcome, but the processes have been the same. What happened in 2012? It's not so different from what happened in 2020. In 2012, you polling agents, when we went there, we felt that there was some mistakes in it. Assembly and court was say, who appoint to polling agent, make sure say is a correct person or sign BB or sign on your behalf. And the elections are won at the polling station.
Yes,
now, so if that is the case, that's a wolf is who for whatever reason you are not happy with the outcome of the election, you should go back to the decision of the court that supported you in 2012. Was the elections are won at the polling station, so you should have gone to the polling station.
Okay, the same court.
What is the outcome?
Exactly.
Okay. No. What is the outcome now? I mean, the election was peaceful. On the 7th, election was done peacefully. I had gone round Volta, Central.
This election,
yes,
of course.
Now, maybe it was peaceful. Then on the 8th. When declaration, there were outstanding issues. That is when we saw the military and the police.
Are you
saying
military police?
No. It was peaceful. Now, when some of the results were to be declared without even collation, what they are saying, military. Police come.
How can election be declared without collation?
Because that is what is happening.
No. If you understand,
wait. Because I've been on the ground.
Which area?
Sefiwe also. Techima South.
Declared before collation.
There was no collation. Then they bring the military and the police, and in the midst, you see returning officer. Declare the results.
This is where
where
is the evidence? There is no council. Lawyers.
Yes,
where is the evidence?
I have been on the
ground.
So
that this is not
Metro.
cannot take your
word.
You have been on the ground. But we've all been on the ground.
This is where. What is the NDC to that? We're to in this election.
What is NPP to?
Yes. So it is the military and the police.
Yes, but why were the military firing?
Security officers.
No, yes.
Council Abucheti. In the case of Techimai South, a breaking story on YouTube.
Yes.
I was on TV when the reporter for any entry for breaking story. There was clash between party supporters. Omo kinda. And your video, no Prince, your video no ready. A certain gentleman, allegedly, I don't know, allegedly, so NDC. Into quality and yes, announce parliamentary no, and no train megaphone no, at the free electoral commission, returning officer and some chaos by police could not control the crowd between NDC and PP. Obiasu on tears and they started firing warning shots. Into police for any military for trained as they are. Will not fire without a reason.
Yes.
And me a commander no, regional police commander ni interview, and this is what he said. I'm just playing the mama video no.
It's very important that we make these facts clear. Say we join this before. Can say
Nobody is accusing
of the police the security agency is to maintain peace, law, and order in the country.
How many times have you seen soldiers in our elections? And I'm telling you in the midst
military force.
No.
Yes, elections.
But they always with us.
Yes, but what is happening? What is happening? The constituencies that were left to be declared. It was peaceful.
Which one? Until you agree with constituency results now
that is where the issue of shooting in Yamano started, where even Upper Dintra West the returning officer in this had to run away from the constituency.
Was it because the security officers were attacking them?
Because they were intimidating him that he should declare the result.
Who were intimidating him?
The military and the
military. That is serious.
You see, Sefirioso, I was there. I was at Sefirioso.
Bakanso, as a lawyer, if you make this allegation against the
it's not allegation. It's not allegation.
Armed forces. This is the Ghana Armed Forces.
Listen, we have
Council, do you have a video from Baby Alco? Do you have a video we can show?
A video? I don't have a video. But
because
listen, process, this is very serious. Because
the armed forces is such a disciplined
when it happened, Omo declare like Sefiri also like this. I was there. The only thing I told our people, say, there is no need for violence. We don't have to do anything. All we can do is to petition the returning officer and petition the regional director of election, who is the regional, and also send a copy of that letter to the regional commander of police. That one, I think I have some video. I call letter command and say, this is what has happened.
Video now, model letter and command.
Oh, yes.
But only video, no, Council Patrol, this is the video for teaching myself. So, the electoral commissioner, there's a guy who is coming. So he grabbed the megaphone. Or megaphone if free in his and a mark confusion by it. Electoral commission, the police are trying to protect easy papa, so movie papa na and a movie papa.
Yes.
It's a honor in trying to control the crowd. Once a commander no megaphone, trying to talk to the crowd, say omunya boko, say so no more to moba from our bunting. In order to control the crowd, and fire warning shots into the crowd.
So clearly you can see if there is anybody at fault, Nipa no of course say or kwaji megaphone, not the cause for all this problem.
Because look at where Nipa no of course baby ojina he. This is where he standing. Ojina ni mo he. Ono she no she smoke no. Ojina ni mo. Then he goes all the way around he. Ono okoha no.
Yeah, you can see.
And this
can you imagine?
And interim results nearby no. NPP and NDC. Now we are very close. There was just about 2,000 difference between the two. That is the election NDC contest. Myself.
Yeah, we are contesting it.
NDC is contesting it.
Now, let me explain what happened here. Okay. What did I say? Before we know, there were issues with some polling station. And whilst there were the issues with the polling station, baby our collation was the regional administration. And you afraid the regional director and the deputy. And almost say, okay, this is the way forward. You won't pick shit Libya. Let them bring the results for the two parties to reconcile. What they say. Whilst they went there, that issue had not been resolved. That issue has not been resolved, no. That was when he went that he was going to declare.
But does it lie?
Are you getting wait, you see, that was when that results, no. And they said, we have not finished collation. So how can you declare results? They say, that was what brought the confusion.
But Nipa na NDC supporter na oko stop it or 2 minutes obey me stop it because according to the EC, the reporter the say na one polling station asem na aba. Perhaps maybe EC for no so for say significant enough.
No.
But
if you want it was one polling station.
Okay.
But what they say so whatever it is, you as the party agent or whoever he calls himself, you have no right to interfere
in the process.
The duties of the electoral commission. And that must be clear. You should have had your lawyers there who will tell them, say, I didn't know, say, easy person who you say, there are legal processes to address the issue. We are a country of laws.
Yes, there's law.
That is why you all had
there is law.
127.
Anything as Senate NDC court no.
No, Senate MPP that call let me.
I did any panel and you should condemn it. You see, that is how NDC they behave. I didn't any panel and no bear condemn. On condemn you circle the issue around.
No. What? No.
I will not
understand. The money landing.
You understand? You should first of all admit, say, I did not branch here and yet cause confusion, and as a result, the police had to maintain law and order. It will be sadder for control on a shorter. Don't blame it on the security agencies. And again, military there, they've always been part of our elections. Anytime, because 38,000 police stations, you always need one security officer there or the other. The fire service for, but the police for. It is some places, hotspots. The military for call. It's always been part. So it's not out of ordinary.
But council, they all kind of the only other man can say, and one police station was outstanding. And then easy for non train. Until no crown was recipe for disaster.
But again, say easy for non train. Who as a political party member, you have no right to interfere in the work of the EC. And meeting them round, who do free say EC na in the year at the But
in that case, yeah, Omo be announced. What did you expect as a party person?
That's a presidential election now. So clear we are. Which me court? How much more a parliamentary election? Yeah, now so we are still as if it's final.
No, don't you think it's easy for us so process? A quite almost so far. So I be a omo year or more jumano so ma mtokwa kakra because one polling station ba. Na say some mon train na sa polling station emra. Na yen kan ka ho ansa na wetimi announce because we ko announce say here the jubilate be jubilate if on the rebel ho so be ne rebel ho nti aka one polling station now better how is that too much
again let me even make this point. I don't know that as a matter of fact. Say indeed now I can't even one police station. In any case, I'm not here to defend the EC. I'm sure the EC can defend itself. You understand? It's the EC a presiding officer now, and I say, coalition officer now, or no fee say he had enough information to declare the results. No, say if we say you can join the person. So of course because you are joining the EC, it will be any pan member abedi dance. My point is that at no point should anybody feel that you have the right to cause violence or to interfere in the election processes. It's against the law. And to yes, and I say security officials, not for whatever reason, and nobody will want to celebrate death in whatever form or shape, no matter how it happens. What I say, if you go and act in such a way that the security agencies will have to act, and in their acting to defend and restore peace, somebody loses his life. Don't tell me say dear MPP for Naesa. It's because of your.
But say the only Abema can say there are cases as some of the assassination they say mo amon ko foni bi so basa basa MPP for bebre basa basa.
Again, that is what is coming from him. I don't take his word as fact, but say we condemned it. We don't want to believe say NPP ni everyone ko say bibia the party obviously condemns such act because in fact bibia si kra na say o mai basa basa bama NPP as a government any baby because you have the power, you have the security agencies. You are supposed to protect the country. It is not in the interest of the NPP to cause violence in this country. It is not in the interest as a government. It is not in this interest.
Council Bremo, you need to back to national. Not necessarily protest, nationwide protest.
Let me put it in context. In context. Or can I say you don't have. Nobody can interfere with the duty of EC. That also does not give EC the license to do the wrong thing. You have to be vigilant. OTA. What is bringing about the confusion? Say, most of the places there were issues with the collation. There were polling stations they were outstanding. They said, let me give you a few example. Zabzugu. So if you also know. Once they were coming to the collation, some of the boys around the original chairman for MPP, they snatched the box and crashed it.
Ballot box, no?
Ballot box.
No, Makaya.
Oh, they be on what kind of police station? I hear the back collation.
I almost see that.
All the pink shit in Yaman, they can't even find anything.
When
they started,
chairman now can.
Yes.
Allegedly,
wait,
we don't have evidence.
Wait, neighbor. So anybody could have done it. Into mobile, collation, and almost say there are issues. Until they resolve that issue, so they are suspending the collation. The next day, 1 o'clock, for the issue to be resolved. What they say, I was in Sefibi also. So 1 o'clock, and omo free your boys we say omo na you solve the issue and we continue the collation because the returning officer and the district officer almost say they have instruction from Accra said they should suspend it. Into we only knew that we were going to resolve that issue and collation will be done and declared. only to go there, you call the man, the whole place has been surrounded, and this man comes with a piece of paper and declare the NPP candidate that he's the winner.
Based on?
He said they have done their own collation.
Easy for
Easy no say they have done their own collation. Are you getting it? It's the same thing that also has happened in Zabzugu. So why? And let me give you the reason behind.
Zabzugu or Zabzugu?
Zabzugu, as we speak now, no. The constituency, the ballot boxes are there. Almost say they won't allow it. It should be collated and counted there. What they say? If I'm a politician, I'm a lawyer, I understand the dynamics. Most say Munko court. No. Do you know what is it? Because
the same thing I'm MPP for anyway in 2024.
The ruling government knows that we have dominated parliament. Now,
how? Based on
wait. Based on the figures, maybe by our calculation.
By your calculation,
yes, wait. Let me explain the thing. Let me explain what they are saying. Now, whether you do it right, to say, may church should also say, you know, whether you do it right or not. Now you declare Obi as MP elect, right? You cannot even contest that person until it is gazetted. By the time you are gazetting it, no, he's in parliament. Wait. So now, yes, they will make a decision. Now, the issue while you were talking about parliament, who dominates must choose the speaker in Yama. So if you don't have whether it is right or not, and somebody is declared, the law says that come and challenge him in court. But before the time you are challenging his court, he
is in parliament. Majority now.
Okay. So that is the political undertone in this one we are seeing. So it is not like to challenge him. But by the time you are saying you are challenging him, he is sitting in parliament.
Okay, but council.
This is where.
Wait. To say, for instance, in Senate,
yes,
new parliament in by MPP for challenging, court need to me decide.
Yes.
Am I the final solution? Say NDC a winning seat no. You do new parliament, so that issue has been resolved.
Yes.
Isn't it likely say all the other areas are more challenging no MPP for so are challenging? Be I'm going to resolve issue no before 7 January.
No, we can't do it.
You can't do it.
We can't do it because say you declare results no. Now Senate no, this is the difference. Senate no, omo kind 48, like 82 polling stations. Aka 1 polling station. And osnachi box no. Osnachi box no we no. Now the serial we no seal no of MPP there no. So. So it was just within the community and police. It
but
was
a the other ones no.
Maybe empty. Oh no. Court say the court should declare say based on the 82 polling station no.
We're winning.
Oh no winning. So they should declare him as the member of parliament elect
without the additional.
Without the additional polling station. And yes, your court said no. You cannot even come to court because Emrano say first the results has to be declared. You are declared as anti. It is even premature. The election, the conduct of it is incomplete. So you cannot even come to the court. So if you come to court, no, the court hasn't got jurisdiction to even hear your matter.
It's a complete process now.
Beyond complete process now. Answer. That's how the Senate one. No. We went back and county, and we did the collation.
And
NDC won. Now the issues are standing with these elections. No say the places constituencies they've not done collation in accordance with the law. You per se you declare. And once it is declared, you are a member of parliament. No. You are going into parliament when collation has not been done.
Okay.
They say. So, and I'm telling you that the political undertone in all this is that whether it is right, it is illegal, whether we collate or we don't even collate, let's declare. Once we declare, we know definitely they will challenge us in court. But by the time they are challenging us in court, no, parliament, majority, then we are able to elect our speaker and the other people.
More NDC.
No, that is what the ruling government wants. That is why we are saying, sir. That's why we are saying, sir. That's why we are saying, sir. One say they petition, although they declared Banda. Yeah, declare. Oh, is he declared that? They petition NDC. Yes, and I'm petition here. Electoral, the same electoral commission. No, electoral commission say yes. Let's go back. Call back. No, it was the same NDC that won. No, yes, so your petition commission say even if those have been declared and there have not been collation, give us the opportunity. Let's do the collation. Okay. They say. So once you've done it for one side, why don't you want to do it for the other side? No, Senate there no court in Temdodo, and it was for purpose of mischief. Either the lawyer knew the law, and he was trying to play mischief. And then either he knows the law and he was playing mischief, or he did not advert his mind to the law. They say. That's why the court mulcted him in cost. In all, 20,000.
Conspiracy theories.
I was the lawyer. I was the lawyer in the case. Me friend Beglenvi, also friend Beglenvi. And I say, Beglenvi, we won't waste the court's time. We know it is not right. We should have even come to court. And you see, graciously, graciously, when you say me try and throw, you see, me try graciously, and I commend him for, because when he looked at the law, when we said there was no way it was incurable, it was bad, defective. It was defective. What did I say?
Okay.
Until a honor na omubi and I decide say we'll go and count.
Okay.
Until this is the dynamics of it. Now me say there have been precedent. We all want peace. Everybody, your passenger, is the same thing that happened in 2008.
Yes.
That is what is happening now. What did I say?
2008, there no.
Yes, time no. Let me give you the.
Before I call,
then I'll give you what why tiny we know they are on similar grounds and we can resolve it.
Okay, council. Now we can say conspiracy theories, the conjectures.
I mean, say the NPP person and say you may declare results now NPP and now by the time I go court, you know, you declare NPP as what the party majority. But you see, and I can say they are just conjecturings. Idea, my friend say you can say Busirimuka. As a political party, what has happened is that you are caught by electoral commission. Declare right now as it stands. We have 137 plus one.
Independent. Yes, so about MPP.
What do you mean call MPP? He can only vote for MPP.
I mean.
But see, yes, or no, can the party for now?
No, sir. So yes, sir.
No, but
he can only vote. He cannot sit with them.
Well, I'm sure maybe we'll come there and explain what can happen because legally. Only me can say we are joining NPP. Because we are joining NPP, what will happen is then we go for by-election. They'll call by-election. NPP will win that from next seat, and maybe we present the same person, and then you come back and join. But
that's also the politics.
That will also take.
That's also the politics.
But that can happen after the swearing in.
Okay.
Yes. But the thing is that. The thing is that what
if that can happen after the swearing in, then the next say, council, technically it happened after swearing in, would you still have majority?
But within a period, the seat will be declared vacant, and the time
at the time will be declared vacant. No, not more majority of parliament and not money.
You can say.
But then that will bring your number to 137.
No, so within that period, the party will be because you see, on still a party member per se.
He's not a party member.
No, yes.
So on every mono, it will still remain 137. And so within that period, and I said there's a bill before parliament, that's a vote to be over. You won't get that person to come and support you. You understand?
In that case, why never for me majority?
No. You see, and maybe later when we go into this, I will explain some of the things. We are calling hung parliament. In presidential system, there's nothing like hung parliament.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
It happens in the parliamentary system of government. What is happening here is a split parliament.
Okay.
You can say.
Okay.
But once this guy decides, the independent decides to caucus with a particular group, whether NPP or NDC, that party, because he caucuses with them, can become the majority. And it's happened in the US before.
Okay.
So in the US, we have the Senate and the House. The Senate, because they're 100, normally 50-50. In 2000, it happened. It was 50-50, and then it was a split parliament. They shared powers until one of the Republicans decided to say, obey independent. Ghana now, because you're independent, you lose your seat. He decided that he would be independent and caucus with Democrats. As a result of that, Democrats ended at 51, and Republicans ended at 49. So Democrats automatically became majority. Now, so if the independent decides to caucus with NPP will become majority, because when it comes to votes, especially when it comes to electing the speaker, what is going to happen is that we'll be out at the Nipa Beba, and we know we have precedents in 2004 or 2005. Bejina Sechi Hughes, any alleged,
yes,
NDC represented alleged.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
And I remember Babin had gone after alleged when he was sworn in as a speaker.
Yes.
And I remember he said, "We'll go after you." He said alleged was the heart of NPP.
Yeah.
NDC for in 2001 when Babin was the minority.
Politics, but
he went after alleged. But in 2004, when the alleged by. But of course, at that time, now the difference a big white. So NPP easily won because they were all hemmed in line. And to Obama, Bejina Sechi Hughes. So that is what is going to happen. So you will elect your leaders because Munipa Beba. It's 138, 137. It's over.
Okay. Now I know editor.
And when you are elected as a speaker, there are rules, and I said under the constitution processes by which a speaker can lose his seat. And one of them, and said when the party that elected him becomes a minority.
Okay.
That's not one of them. So, among other things, this is 2/3 of the members of parliament vote to get him out.
Okay. Which is not likely with
which is not likely with this. So when he's elected as a speaker of parliament, that's it. Unless the other provisions, maybe I can go into it if we have time. Unless the other provisions are activated. But otherwise, he remains a speaker of parliament. Okay. Now, and no, I think the NDC for the see that and conjecture. And because NPP so we are no more holding majority near the speaker of parliament. But that is not the case.
No one didn't say or merit you know so because okate.
Everybody is entitled to.
Yenyaman cannot man challenge here. Momo de beko for me majority. 7 January no yakoso in or parliament.
Yes.
No more the aye guy say more parliament. Meanwhile no more nim say more wiem. They said okay.
And I'm telling you, in 2000, no, so yes, this is 96 election. I was always
96. Yeah.
Amu, the indomitable lion. I remember it was because Oba back in the what I say, election no Lucy. One come to call one basa or the court. When they see court no, Ebeka say 2 months. I mean, 2000 abam. And of course, we declare election. Did anybody fight in this country?
No. NDC. My man
was serving. Was serving for so all the 3 years and maybe 10 months. I will be in favor of NDC. Did anybody complain?
Never.
And it, you see, as a country, we should understand that. Look, we are a country of law. Rano, the HCN said, so if we say when you're satisfied with a position or decision of the Electoral Commission, take your time, go through the processes like he's saying, wait for the thing to be gazetted and challenge it. As to whether you can do that, of course, you know you can't do that before the gazetting. And after, stop the conjecturing.
What's conjecture? If you are saying conjecture, David, you are not being fair to me. If you say conjecture, what's conjecture?
You are trying to do that.
No, what's conjecture?
What you are trying to say is that. No, what you are trying to say is that. What you are trying to say is that MP before yes, I said a better majority. No, my point is that. Ubia, and I give you an example. I was West Wogo. One Tiasia, try and gazette in the panel. Now go contest it.
Yes.
Before gazette, on to be contested.
No, you can't contest. You can't go to court.
Therefore, the NDC and the OGD say time cry.
No, well, I mean, it depends. When it comes to the presidential, it's been gazetted. If they want to go to court, now they can go to court. But the parliamentary, I'm not sure say they've been gazetted.
Almost audit.
Then you have the right to challenge that person with the EC. Because say when gazette here, one had no cocoa.
It doesn't mean say protest now NDT here or some of the constituencies in the region. And yet no concern.
Oh, and there's almost no more petition the EC. And if you want to petition the EC need a bit why you are the only EC say. But when it comes to say court power there, until it's been gazetted, you cannot get any remedy from the court.
Okay, council. Now also the Echo 2008.
I'll come to 2008. Oh. Is it John Stone or can be or say when people are insisting that use the proper channel, one reason why they insist that use the proper channel is that they have control of the channel and they know that it may not work. John Stone, neighbor. Oh, it's don't. It's I'll come back for it.
Go new be an table for market. Oh,
and the same way a tree station. And just support a podcast me quoting baby. Say John Stone can be bisa. A quotation.
Let just onipa na all can say
kohano baby and all control and on him say that control on no it will may not work. And they are confident that it will not work.
Council 2012 now.
We are not saying that we won't go to court.
No,
we have never said that.
Council, 2012 now. Muka MPP before some court. Mahaman legitimately, you know, you choose love over hate, and then the MPP form pay na do value. Muka so court. Did it mean say na so more control over the
nobody, I didn't say anybody has control. But I said if they say proper channel, did I mention the court?
But
did I mention proper channel? Oh wait, proper channel. No, we have options. The options are available. What do I say? Me to say lawyer say no. Me client never decided said this is the option I want. What do I say? So the option lies with the leadership of the party.
Yeah, but council,
now, you see, perception sometimes works. What do I say? Perception. You know, you're accruing. Number of people who have been appointed, there had been allegation. I'm a lawyer. What do I say? So, if people are sent to court, the higher court, I know it's on merit. Me, as a lawyer, I understand it. But what's the perception there in the public? It's that the court is being packed. Anna, that's a perception.
I don't put them
There's a perception. As we speak today, what do I say? Whether it is true or not, there's perception that the people's will or the election has been robbed. Whether it's true or not, that's a perception.
That's just an allegation.
It's an allegation. No, that's what I'm saying. It is a perception.
Not perception.
Oh no, why?
It's an allegation from NDC.
Allegation from NDC.
Yes.
Yes. Reading one of the stories from 2012. Now before say Freja 419.
419.
The same thing. Jamen Sanso 419.
So, but those are all perception. Any perception.
So these are all allegations. Perceptions that when they have formed, and I'll bet you make a perception. But in young form,
allegation can be true or not.
Oh yes.
Or
until proven.
Yes, until proven. Now, Yanko 2008 election.
But still, what kind of courts have been packed?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
Did I say that?
Well, see, there's a perception.
I said there's a perception allegations. Yes, but as a lawyer, for me, as a lawyer, I know people have to be promoted based on merit.
I'm not saying
that. No, I'm not saying that.
Judges who
I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer.
NDC supporters. Judges no more High Court, Court of Appeals, Supreme Court. They are there on merit.
Some of them are our mates. We know them.
Okay.
We know the work they do. What they are saying. It's just to say, okay, class, unim ni audi first, unim ni audi last. By a bob bontia, obi anka say, we nejuma, oya, a soini. We nejuma no, okwanoha, it's not always like Emrano, it sound. They say, we know each other, but we don't come and say, when you say, when I only they did last, and I when they did first. They say, I'm not saying anything about it. Let's go to the elections in 2008. Okay. Oh, 2008, the first round. Then we came to the second round. Because
State said Nana was leading by 4
Yes, Nana was leading.
9, yes.
Are you getting it? And even in this election 2020, nobody is saying that Nana wasn't leading.
Oh, Nana didn't win.
What they say? Nobody is saying that.
So what we are saying is that was leading 2020.
Yes.
In fact,
that one. Okay. He was leading. But nobody had made, by our calculation, nobody had made the 50+1. They are saying. That's why we were confident that even in the worst scenario, it will be a runoff. Okay. They are saying. Okay. So what confirms the suspicion say we've been robbed? No, say when Electoral Commission itself tallied first one and had to come and retally. Okay. They are saying. Come and retally. And when we look at all the figures, we say no. The worst scenario would have been a runoff. That would have been the same as 2008. Now, what decided the fact was that, what they say, they could have said, time hadn't voted. It was a constituency that hadn't voted. Now, if you look at it, NDC at that time, second round in Yamano, was leading by 40 votes. 40,000 votes.
In the second round?
Yeah.
Okay. 40,000
votes. And with peace cancelling, all the people sat with Electoral Commission. NPP also was there. Almost Time had 56,000 registered voters. It can make a difference to offset that 40,000. That was where everybody agreed, say, then we need to go to time for time to settle the elections matter. And that brought about peace. What do I say? It's brought about peace. I see it in that context, in that vein, say, you see a person here. Okay, these are the figures you brought. These are our figures. By our figures, we are saying that you've not been able to get the 50+1. Let everybody sit down. EC, bring your figures, bring our figures, bring our figures. Let's look at it. When we look at the figures, and the figures speaks, what I say, then everybody will know how we can resolve that and bring peace.
NDC.
That was the petition that was being sent to EC. When you look at all the figures, what do I say? Nobody is getting 50+1. Ain't it trying? Even a Sojaman hasn't voted. These people, also there were even issue with SAR. Akpafu.
Yeah,
Guan. Yes. They didn't even vote.
They voted presidential.
They voted presidential.
Did they vote parliamentary?
Wait.
That is what the petition was. So that we look at it and we sit down. If he said I'm going to declare. That's what I'm telling you, say. Because, or say, the Juma, nobody stopped them that you should not do. But by doing something which might not be right, you, in your way, the law has given you a position, you can do it. But every time, no, I can say, me know you beat me at court, right? You will get judgment favorable to you. Does that judgment bring reconciliation between you and I?
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay.
You may have the right. So you may do something right, but at the end of the day, it may not guarantee us the peace that we want.
But
and America said
that will not be fair because council. Okay, sir, that will not be fair because 2012 no. Say the other side no nko so mbetimi aka say it will not bring reconciliation. But so mu yedi.
Oh no. But what we say at the end of the day, they had an option say they will go to court. They had a political option also. And they exercised all. So America say NDC as a party has options.
Okay.
Are you getting it? That option, nobody can now force and say NDC for Munye say take this option or take this option.
But
that option will have to be decided
by the party,
by the leadership of the party and the flag bearer. Okay. Say this is what I want. This is how I have to do. And I'm sure that when the leadership speaks, everybody will be whipped into line. What do you say?
Okay, council.
You've made points. We say you have options. One of the options you don't have is the option to cause violence.
Nobody's causing violence.
No. You see?
No, has somebody caused violence?
Oh,
no, we have a right to protest.
Yes.
So don't we have right to protest?
You don't have the right to cause violence. That's
no,
I didn't say you don't have the right
violence.
to protest. You need violence about causing no electoral commission offices. So you don't have that option.
When?
Oh,
which office? No, which office? You see, who can't? We see conjecture. 2 days ago,
NDC demonstration.
Almost said there, Ben. Oh no, you see,
electric posts, traffic lights.
Oh, David.
So let me make
you are a lawyer. You are a lawyer. So let's speak to the facts. So let's speak to the facts.
You have options.
The other cancel conjecture. When I ask you,
you see,
but we have videos. We have videos from electoral commission demonstration.
You've made your point.
Yes, Prince. I my videos from electoral commission.
Yeah. So the point is that your options don't include causing violence. Your option, which is allowed under the law, is for you to go to court.
But also ammonia.
Why do you only go to court?
So, but I said,
one day
doesn't lie his mouth to say so many basa when the evidence is overwhelmingly out there.
Just be specific. Just be specific and tell me. You say car way, car number way. You say way. You say electric pole. You don't have that.
You let make my point because at least you say UTV video. So my point is that we are a political party. Now say we call election now we lose. You don't tell me you have many options. We need options. So you see, the option to go to court is guaranteed under the law. That is the only option you have.
But we have an option to say we are not going to court.
So we
have options. What violence are they causing?
Council, are you saying
you can't determine say this is the option for you?
You see, I trust my words carefully. Okay. In fact, even protest no crown. There are processes under the law under 490. So that's the police for say baby I pay so you know your man you say your lawful demonstration becomes unlawful. And so no crown in your rightful way to demonstrate. Nobody me class your money. You understand? And then see, yes, you have the right to demonstrate, but I've said that you don't have the right to cause violence, and that should be made.
And nobody's causing violence.
Nobody. Now in December, January 7th. Now Omano, so now the point is that you hear election before the declaration, the Electoral Commission was very clear in her mind. So let me say the chairperson of the Electoral Commission was very clear in her mind after putting all the figures together. Okay. And this is where minimum election was now. See the votes from Ashanti. I take serious exception to that. But let's even grant them.
Oh no, Ashanti region.
Yes. Meaning was in a voter region. A Daniel to Abanao. As was our Ashanti region. Was in our Western region. Maybe we'll come to that. But my point is
because you don't go on the field.
My point
I'm a field person.
My point is
I'm always there.
The regional coalition form this one. Your regional rep was signing. Are you telling me say signature na a original document
in Ashanti region?
In Ashanti region, okay. A forger na. A correct document. Any pan assign who say, oh no, we hear all the 47 constituencies now. But more videos ne bi you are telling me say you are not causing violence.
No, yes, she then.
What she tells any paper police for they are trying to put the fire off. What say you are not causing violence?
No. Then violence. No.
Okay,
so now then what has been destroyed?
Now the people of Ghana.
Oh, tell me what is that has been destroyed?
So now I think the people of Ghana
are protesting. Some have gone beyond.
People of Ghana will make
to bend ties.
To bend ties. Why not say ties?
Oh, and Thanks, no. No. Say protesters. So if they've done that,
and the police is that a violent act or not?
No.
Oshitaya, is that a violent act or not? So Oshitaya,
Oshitaya or Kwan also.
Is that right?
No. It's a violent act. Violence, if they say violence, violence is that. So you meet somebody, you beat the person.
Come on.
Oh, no, wait.
Stop
if somebody just decides that
violence,
I want to protest, I'm protesting. No. This is the sign of protest. This is a sign of protest. You say it's violence.
You let me make my point.
Please choose your words carefully.
Let me make my point.
The person saying this
is a sign of protest.
So it's violence.
This is violence. And I'm sure that the people of Ghana will make their own decision.
Look at it.
People of Ghana will make their own decision.
You see, when they were even putting the hot water, the people still went. So it is just a sign to show that we will not agree.
If you say protest, violence, but intention not motion and violent act.
So let me make my point.
Okay. Council, there be people answer on that. It's a sign of protest.
It's a sign of protest. I'm sure, and that sign of protest they are saying. That's where the police are saying that. No, you can't do this. You can protest. What they are saying. But that sign, symbolic sign of the protest, you need to allow people to have the road.
Okay, so you let me continue. The point I'm making, we need the Ghana for who NDC for Subai is the reason why they rejected that. I'm sure they will reject them in 2024.
And 6 million did not reject us.
But going forward,
over 6 million did not reject us.
More than 500,000 votes over NDC. NDC, Mourini in 2012. Mourini 2008, we never got anywhere close to 500,000. So let me make my point. The point
but council Obeja to say between 1 million votes and 2060 says what?
Oh, I need the Swati. 500,000 and the Kitwa.
And the Kitwa.
Win the election about 500,000 votes and the Kitwa.
But no more contest is a win issue.
It's not.
I no time Oka 2008. The closest and Anka was a Mukramunya second round, second battle runoff. But Omun himself more my
and this figures, I don't want to deal with it because
so you deal with only your figures.
I will deal with the easy figures. Easy, I bet declare election and another winning. And a point I know we're making.
And at the same easy corrected it. I corrected the figures. You declare and you come back and come and correct the figures.
The constitution is very clear. No. The constitutional provision on who becomes an elected president is very clear. More than 50%. And it is now do more than 50%. He's won the election. Whether he even won it by 1 vote, he's won the election.
Almost so contested when you're more than 50%.
Let's say we don't work with NDC's figures. Electoral Commission figures. And my point is that I signed the Electoral Commission. Call it election. No, collect all the regional figures. Regional figures. No, no, sign it. And it's one and court can say elections are won at the polling station. That's what the court was talking about. Say ansana unipa no best sign the pink sheet, also making sure everything is right. They did that. It was signed. You the calculation center, our constituency. You sign you can in album. The biggest constituency in Ghana, the place the largest constituency, Ashanti, 47 constituencies. You calculating in our regional office. The results by the time if you Ashanti region urban. Not assign it by the NDC's rep. And you see, are you telling me, sir, who one call a polling station, one call constituency, or your regional rep, I will sign it, collation form, I think it's form 12 or so. Our dear back national. Are you telling me, sir, it was very simple. These were the figures that were put together on the basis of which Nadu was declared as the president elect.
So are you saying, sir, Brojaji if signing regional pink sheet now? Yes. It means NDC to mean challenges and you're correct.
Oh, and it is said we challenge you now, baby. I said any idiot can go to court.
Because and any wise person can go to court.
Yes. Send me the
that's why there's always idiot. There should be a wise man.
I said
when there's idiot, there should be a wise man.
Maybe the wise men are the ones.
Yes, the wise men are there.
Wise men, you know, moment
and the idiots too will be there.
So see, any idiot can go to court. And if we say, we be court, but Pokua, send you all the original collation forms number. Near Busa say, okay, a document we were there, near more identify. Me say, a document but no identify. Okay, one signature. No catch them say a project and physical signature. Now will be a only power question. So what?
But according to the law, no Ojinawa as an agent, He's only an agent of party, no.
Yes.
Inti na me busa said, does it mean say osan?
Yes.
The binding Nira no.
Of course, party no. And also party no man 2 minutes to onko gina ho.
But agents betimi aye mistake. E betimi aba say boja agent fi an hwe paper no so ye. E betimi aye say wan kan ye.
And you take your victim as you find him. Because what do you need pano akose so you train your agents. What do agents na akose omo hwe bibia who say come and sign no ma sign no. Na say no who be fan say o di aba over 2 million votes were cast in Ashanti region. We say oh why when here na Ashanti we should go and count everything in Ashanti again. That's not what the law says. It's very clear.
So they can't do anything about, for instance, Ashanti region votes.
You can't assign it off a week.
And the fact that you're signing off. NDC for a right
to do what? Right to do what?
The right to for the court to count again. Say issues.
See,
the court will not even allow the
argument.
The proof is very clear.
Lady.
Say independent signing we
are. Yeah, see, that's what they say.
Once I didn't migrate from polling
the elections are won at the polling station. And you have been here kind the whole result. And you now, the polling station now, you have a right. I think first one to count as of right. From second and third, you need the presiding officer's permission. And the counting, and the idea is allowed like that. And you can't counting collation unless it's independent decide. They say on sign our polling station, no many reason. Then at the collation you can count. That is the polling station one. Wait me, I counting. Near in every I sign off near the about region sign off near the about national. Was a minipa or some judge and feel signing, a beer not wada, and as you can sign to one hunty. I'm going to challenge. How are you going to challenge?
Council Patrol, but all kinds of say, mammy or loan where this return officer just or my approve our cry and son away to me.
Oh, Vim lady. On running argument, no, it's even flawed. It's flawed, say the fact that say Obia signing no, nothing can be done about it. They say, I'm not sure. Till easy commissioner and Kasakra or any collation in Yamano. Figure or the buyer no, or who say me your collation in Biokra, it's a wrong figure. Ain't you no signing first one no, and no change here. So you are saying a party agent who had signed no, and even if there were discrepancies as to the collation and the figures no, and no the what I say, I don't think NDC has come and said that Broja Jenfi did not sign.
So what they signed or sign
yes. Okay. What they are saying is that there are discrepancies. Usha addition in Yama in the collation to the getting to the total. There are discrepancies, figures no and tally. That is why Mahama John, the former president, is even asking, say, let's go through the figures and do an audit. What they say? Oh, say, oh, ebinum nam social we no. You try 5, you try 3 plus no. They are 53. There are some places.
1 year, sir.
Oh,
1 year, sir.
Oh, some of the pink sheets no near. So.
So the
fact that say, the agent? No, I'm saying that the fact that say the agent has signed does not stop to ask say there should be recollation or let's go through the figures again. Near who said figures ni no atali ana or it does not.
Under what law? Because easy no
let me come. You ask me under what law? And I'll ask you.
Say results from Abuchi.
Say Eba. The chairperson is the returning officer for presidential. If the returning officer you have a right to ask for recollation. You have a right to ask for. Just say you're called parliamentary. Now, polling station, no, you can ask for recounting. If you ask for another one, or if you move back collation, after collation, no, you have a right to ask. No, figures here, no. let's recollect these figures. You have a right. Oh, yes, yeah. If you watch, Nyaya was sending 3 days today, no.
Oh, sorry. Council.
Oko, yeah, or no. After counting, police station, Oma collected 82 polling station. Omanya results, no. When we added, now Bako, Honorable Dambochi said no, or maybe there's overvoting. He doesn't agree. Yes, so okay. We had to count.
That's funny.
Yes, I'm giving you an example. We had to count all the papers again. Now booklets, no, instead of 100, no, Bakuya 101, and they repeated the serial number 88. What did I say? When we finished that, or say they be, let's go. So we had to go horizontally, calculate all the figures, come vertically, calculate all the figures for every sheet. Then we have the subtotal, and we had about 5 sheets. Then we come to add all. Because they had a right. Until when they said they wanted it to be done again, nobody had a cause. Until say, yes, say, the EC, let's look at the figures and recollect. And there is clear evidence, say, wow, you were not able to collect and bring the proper figure.
Electoral Commission.
Electoral Commission. One kasa. And we are asking, say, let's look at the figures.
Inti unia council that kon obusa say. Inti in this case, no, NDC mwana moya mo auditor now you are insisting say change that easy.
Yes, easy ni entrance.
But the EC has already published the results.
Yes, easy. So we are saying that. That is where I'm saying that you have the right to do anything. But Nyaya Kosono, what do I say? It is not about NDC's election this 2020. It is about democracy in this country. Say, if this is the way we are going, we say, oh, ma declare, then that means that next time, somebody, whether he's done collation, he hasn't done in EC, he declares, and people start protesting. They say, they be. It is against the future. That in future, we don't want the presence of maybe the police camps. Anything our IGP here, the head of the national tax. We don't want the security in the midst to come and say, Yajoba, declare. Or easy persons knows that,
But council, I know there to be fair, any allegations. So we have not proven say security phobia could declare results and that security phobia forcing them to.
There's a video.
Now be unfair to the
yes.
I can't even believe this.
On say there is a video going around. Teaching myself, returning officer. No, I was there.
I don't know. I've not seen that.
Oh no, I'll give that video.
Council, school say every admissible.
I have the video here.
But council,
is it
admissible?
No.
Okay, council, if send me show video.
Oh yeah.
The police for the Air Force.
No. After Techiman Saf, EC no say he declared results. No, any Ebisan say okay, granted, but not accepting that it's been declared. What there so war parliamentary summary sheet, what everybody got. Let's have a look at it or give it to us because we have a right under CI 127. Say, Obama a copy of it. Or see only copy no. Neighbor, we don't have it.
How can you say
we ask that give it to us. Obviously, they don't have it. We even had to honor Techiman or say regional director. Your regional director no. Regional director say he hasn't got it. It is not his duty. And they catch and say the law, Emrano, it is your duty to give us and even paste one at the collation center for everybody to see that this is the result.
I doubt say easy Becca so many results. And
that is the returning officer.
So I don't know court. Because you're entitled to it.
You see, you need to go through some process to show that you have demanded, you have asked for, you've been refused before your rights accrue. And yes, maybe sir, na me Then I ran to court. Then they threw me out of court on technical grounds. Oh yes, so you need some process to go through.
Okay.
Into your trauma, the chairperson requesting for the parliamentary declared results as is in Form 1C and Form 1D under the law.
Okay.
127 no say furnish us with those results. So if you will, so we've asked almost all.
Okay.
What they say?
Okay, council. My entry law no, but my main we go to here live. UTV critical issues na no pay dey ebron. You come back na akwakoye this court issue no. Say petition but say NDC here audit ni wie. Na say omo kaso omo court. What will be the issue before the court? Because you say a court be that even 2005. Roger Metonunu, Echo Court on elections year 2012. Squadron leader so that was on the basis of 2004 elections. Omo the court in 2005 and sana 2012 elections no. And so court that's the biggest one. This president and Abba down. So we look at no in the event any law non kasa. Say NDC say international community mra no mo no monye auditing whether the no kra no. So we say another body of free amon on another sovereign country elections audit because here America elections it's in dispute. Donald Trump case is by 7 no ma dismiss it court 7 you okay with the states need the come one they say are still unrecognized. Say Joe Biden president elect in fact and no akra mo ka send in for MF White House ko say that omo say onya de ombeje Biden atum nti enya Ghana nko ane ewo issue country for ede nkrofo ko America to go and supervise omo de na. So why is Ghana also doing same and I Africa for nti e better all those things but council pacho yanko law ni me yankan see and what the law says
so now about counting recounting regulation 39 sub regulation 4 of CI 127. We read or say a candidate or a representative of a candidate or a counting agent may, if present when the counting of ballots is completed, request the presiding officer to A, recount the ballots. So you can see that this one is as of right. B, again recount the ballot for a second time.
Yes.
Now when you come to 39(5), said the presiding officer may refuse to comply with the request to recount the ballot for second time if, in the opinion of the presiding officer, the request is unreasonable and shall report the matter to the returning officer who shall recount the ballot for that polling station only at the constituency collation center.
Exactly.
So, and it say nipa no eka say at the particular polling station, you counting 1, 2. The electoral officer can say because it's unreasonable. So the point I'm making is that in spite of all this, they are constituency collation center. I don't know, once near the upper region are certified every near the upper national. Now I feel now Rebecca say yes I may count. And this is me say was say former President John Mama I say Ompesi audit report no yemfa international the audit firm as international community near auditing under what law because
are they coming
because you see you cannot just come in and say you be audited the result of the election. You need to provide legal basis. And then see my point is that any option you can sit in your house and talk and just pretend that you are making sense to the whole world but whatever you are saying is not backed by the law.
Okay.
There is no law that says that we should audit election results.
Nowhere in the CI.
Nowhere. You confront international community, you audit result. And it's your election petitioner.
But isn't it fair, sir? Because the electoral commission is referee, and in this case, NDC for issue. And on mama one classic example, which council won't to make us obebu and yeguso. Electoral commission, baby, I got a democracy about bedroom. Why your results? Why announce the results? Then what back? You see, oh, me a mistake. Mankind a sojamai anka home. Nti masan de sojamai anka home. After my recollation, retabulation of the results. After this is the new results. And yet fair say NDC Becca say in that case, Ntino. Referee ne jumano and what to chimakakra. Nti there's suspicion, at least reasonable suspicion. And Ntino yema another person. Emremu no me check referee ni say referee na adwuma no so any 100 isn't it fair say anything be kasa
so you see,
even though any CI ni mudie
no you see we no EC
because the CI may not have anticipated say EC be a mistake
yes but
and this is a case where EC na a mistake
but it's happened before and
it's seen before mom
2012 is there no more you imagine say this is the only
time
yes
but EC but council 2012 then was it like this
no but what I'm saying is that eventually they have to correct the figures now yeah about out no e be by the time we gazette no the or announce no any the gazette no there's a difference yeah some small figures and my point is that we say he's on his own and who say okay he had to correct this anomaly and we're correcting no now the point is that sir anomaly no corrected you know need any significant impact at the bottom line. And what is the bottom line? The bottom line is that the declare president elect we're not more than 50% of the valid votes cast. And that's the underlying thing. And so when to make I say electoral commission on his own and we say there's an anomaly we're correcting an inti. Now young kofa this time around an outside body you are calling it an independent audit firm, international whatever they call it. Young kofa will be in No,
I don't think that's
but that's what your leader said. Right?
Listen,
audit firm. Audit votes any election. And I'm saying that is not backed by the CI.
Let me respond to that.
The constitution.
Okay, council. Inti show baby a law no.
No. The same law. The same law.
Okay.
One say.
I've always said.
Let me. No, him. So no, wait. Wait. Oh, yes, we are learning every day. Once I say about presidential elections, who is the returning officer?
Electoral commissioner, no, chairperson, no.
Commissioner, chairperson. About every constituency, so you are returning officer. The right which the returning officer you can do at the polling station in Yamano, they are only doing all those on behalf and refer it to the chairperson as the returning officer for the presidential to declare.
Okay.
So if a returning officer, you can ask a returning officer for recounting an collation, what they say, or collation at the collation center. Why is it that you cannot ask the chairperson, who is a returning officer, that let's get into the figures and recollect?
Because the law doesn't say so.
The law doesn't say so. Because the law doesn't say so. You see, that is why in the law there would always be gray areas. There will always be gray areas. The law.
How would you resolve that gray areas?
No,
but it's not gray.
Yes.
This is black and white.
Why is that? What has been captured here? What has been captured here? What they are saying? The law never anticipated. Say, you can say the EC itself will make mistake in collation of her results.
Although EC didn't make a mistake in 2012.
But it made provision explicitly for the returning officer for parliamentary elections.
Okay.
Now, if the returning officer for the presidential election is making mistake in collation, are you saying that pari in material, just as the same that has been done, it cannot be done here?
Okay.
That is why there was a petition.
Although capacity
expressly
no, this captured for
it is not
elections.
Yeah, but
who can say? You can make a mistake.
At the constituency level.
Can do it.
Playing the same role as the returning officer for the presidential.
You can do it.
If the CI has made provision for recount for the returning officer or constituency, then it presupposes that so nipa no issue.
You can't presuppose it.
No. It is implied. No. It is implied by law. When I make that say it's a gray area.
It is not.
So if it's a gray area, and you think that there is a need for that to be interpreted by the court, what they say, I'm sure that a Supreme Court will interpret this law. Say.
In the context of the returning
officer of presidential, so that you see we are looking at going ahead in future. Are you getting it?
But council, who need say the fact say,
and
see, I'm making provision for Electoral Commission returning officer Jemensano, it means that the CI did not was not in support of say a recount at the presidential.
No. That is why there's a lacuna. What do I say? Maybe I'm coming.
Provision made in the law for challenge to be made to the courts.
Yes, the way this one is captured, the way it's interpreted, if you look at it, it's only when there's a challenge at the polling station, our collation center, and that this collation is done.
Okay.
For that, even if you are using your argument, then there should be a challenge at the regional level, national. Then you can make this, analysis. But you are not even doing that.
You see, you mentioned the case of Rojo Metal Nunu squadron leader. So anyway, on that rate, there was no provision that was made. Say
the OCI, no.
Yes, EC as a returning officer should do this collation. I was part of that team that went to.
I don't get it. The EC is always the returning officer for the presidential.
Yes, the commissioner.
The commissioner.
The chairperson.
So we said in Rojo's case there was no provision.
Wait.
Yes. Like that.
Yes. So what happened was I'm not saying that she is not. What happened in Rojo's case? That's what I'm explaining the fact. When EC had declared the returning officer for the presidential election, they did a collation. And Omoko said, no, the figures. So give us all the pink sheets and the figures you have to see if it tallies with ours. The EC refused to give. Say, we won't give you. But you can have that was Afarijan. When they received, what did I say? Then that was when Rojo and people said, we will go to Supreme Court for Supreme Court to compel EC to give us the figures and the rest. The Supreme Court said no. If we ask that you should be given and you compare and the rest, then that means you are challenging the validity of the presidential election. And if there was validity of challenging the presidential election now, then that's how you have to come. So at that time, there was no CI that was made as to how to challenge, although in the constitution it's there. So there was no CI to tell you the procedure by which you challenge the president's election. That was why we had a CI in place before 2012. So now that the 2012 DNB, it has given you the way how to challenge the results.
But
so it is the development.
But although Moana started this development of the CI, court law number the process or the court court.
No, we are not saying that. We are not saying that. I don't think anybody has said, Maka said, we have options. We will look at the options. What they are saying. It is this it's about future elections. What they are saying. If you don't do it in the future, we may still have problems.
Council, that is very, very profound. That statement now make it very. So it is not about 2020 elections.
No.
Yes, 2020 elections. They might get to send another way.
To us, that's why the results have been rejected.
But I'll say more.
Yes, so if it is rejected, are you getting it? Yeah, rejected is here. We look into it, and if the option for us, what will improve that there will be reforms, going future, we will take that decision.
So but the point is not necessarily to overturn a Supreme Court declaration. The protests are more, and yes, a Supreme Court declaration.
I feel they are looking at the results.
But your gazetted results, it
doesn't. Yes,
are you
have an option? You can challenge the result.
But what is the end result of the challenge?
We haven't taken a decision. No, we haven't taken a decision yet. As a party, me, I'm a lawyer. Party in strategy, what we should do. But at the material moments, this over Abontini Niaman wants to take decision for us. And the yes, said no, we've not gotten all the facts to take a decision. And you want to take decision for us, say. On a very
calm note,
we want all the facts together. Okay. You who facts now, and you who evidence and what is in it. Then we have the options to make a decision. They say I'm can as a decision time, no. The decision time hasn't come yet.
So see, my brother, I think that it's the Ghana for Enina Epe. The Enina say right now, so we are making it clear to us. It's NDC. I feel I'm more share more cratem, who say Mubenya enough evidence.
No. Okay, that's not enough evidence.
Okay. But we say no man make a decision.
Yes, you will make a decision.
I think say it would be right. Say Mube can't share much it and say yes, someone Mamon cause of violence be Mama Ghana nyedi ye if you move. It do say you be make a decision say you be court and I am court. You be mama swati. And yes, you see and no yes, you need to keep repeating because you see one I can say election and emotions there high.
Yeah.
And you say you be deep Ghana every Christmas. You pedding Bonnie didn't say oh Kruma. You pursue be who's a Ghana a peaceful nation, and that's what we've always been.
But council, and there to be fair to NDC. More yeah demonstration say
it wasn't as violent as
demonstration say
violence. It wasn't. You see demonstration.
One big time for one big time.
No, fear some no.
Yeah, what sick time? Has NDC award big time?
But by saying
NDC and tutu, yeah, what be sick time?
You know, we swiftly condemned it, and we are saying that
NDC
so be a say a property sir, or see a team a catch room say and yadepa. You see, and we are senior lawyer, and no now a chita for be or mutio, umupe sumutie. So by catch room say, yeah, it's a buy a cotrono. You say Nanado, a winnie, yes, and tiasia. Nemu de munya abotre obi anka na koma ntwe ne yam wo pese e demonstration yem fa mra kwan so wo kona police for ka say yem fa kwan we so a yem tie se me en kofa kwan foforo so yema kroma no enyo kama because that's a country that is what we want.
Okay, council de mama yem ko break mra adwebo ne mra ne mehwe whether international organization body bi betimi aba be ye audit e wo Ghana ha ma ya ne ahwe Supreme Court de no so say say the council ka no ye nim say NDC say oye audit nti omunya take decision. But to be fair to MPP for around Christmas or after Christmas, I think 28, Crown and MPP for making a categorical say Omoko court. But not earlier no. Omedi Kanka said they would challenge this. In fact, Omoko or Brasford, Nanado addressing MPP supporters or can say they would challenge elections in court. But by 28, and no more year, papers near they ready say Omobe court. Until to be fair to NDC, Nyendru, Hono, until audit no more year, near Babe, say election petition, but council lady council Canada say, Omo who say, ya park courts.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
There's a perception. We
reject that.
We do not draft court and answer my court. I'm saying for Emra say, and I'm better on so. abusia for some makwaba be live e wo UTV and wo social media platforms na alcohol ma UTV Ghana e ho no betimi follow and come on aye twetwe na for the future of Ghana your democracy and Ghana e wiase nyina atwe omania na omo behwe Ghana se oman a ebibrema to emantema na West Africa ha yetumi akọ back to democracy since 92 consistently yeto ababia manson ba ko mienu bi beba ho de na so behwe na Ghana for ya gia tum ne yakoyanim saa ne aya de abesi na ye nuanum Nigeria for mu Ghana for a omo jealous Ghana for and so still Ghana for ne yakoyanim saa na tie na chese ye nyina bibemu no yetumi enyini akoyemu na ye so ya ba be ye kra behwe ye nto ankomo ne so na ye hwe se de abato 2020 ko so a parliament sese emu akwakoche se de lawyer for akese mienu achechemu ye was split parliament inti MPP kuta 137 NDC kuta 137 formna MP ejina independent osise obeto aba ama MPP for ni nyina ya ka ho asem mo so wadwen se de ye ono ye de beto as na ye say in the event se de NDC say oye audit or the asem no court a de ne besi e wo court don't forget say NDC for bebre akoka se court na omo kono omunim dada omunim court for no so dada but the same thing MPP for also kan kakra 2012 Emma Okaya Justice Atuguba yewura panin kese pa je say wo hwe judges qualification and constitution ye de am say obi be ye judge akọ Supreme Court a also we obi a wodi mfie dunum 15 years at the bar and of high moral standard into bedru na hunya nipa keto o we nipa kese a wa ye adwuma san na wakọ nti omudru a omunya nipa keto ento hwe say de Ghana ha ye super a omo e wo election petition mu Ghana for ye wieye no omo se o mampani mahama na ewi ni onto aso ene NDC for kase MPP for park court is that really the case as judge ben and wasua ne mra wakotna ho abrabra beka sese nti a lawyer for kase mienu beboaye ama enkomo no ye ni nyina ahyehe eso e de ama lawyer Dakon echade o Gimpa Law Faculty na unim kojoga adawudu so ha onu se wodi echire ache se ono ye lawyer kum foot soldier nti woni na ma party elections in your course in your monitor bibia said the course but just before mbebe ma menken kan comment bi ma adwencha nkofo de aba said ba ni nyina ne be fa na mo so madwenche no etumi eduru emu na Dennis okay no say good job Afia mumma empedifo ni nyina MPP o NDC o mu nyina hu say power will change one day especially catch MPP for said omo ye no power will change one day why Opoku Francis no say vim you have taken your this way drink and opaya na memo obi amefu kuma na omo mehuro said then obi antumi nya ohwe e Ghana hanum na wayo David I say good morning vim lady I always love your courage all the kind ye pan say ne okeka wadwen de che party full soldiers no any pedifo so omo call omo boys no to order enyina say the empire bo ebe tie UTV mochi piaga and was say good morning 8 days more for NDC to go to court and come out with justice asemo the last time no security agency ya there power so achimasafo and all the way say the Poku Francis no say forget them all if you any UTV despite media any media phone na mo ya modwuma ta de te obi a entiase a obetimi e de akokot na wakọ akoye adwuma na abrantie ba ko say wa puto de na obi betimi de aye mo media for modwuma no a na mo aye no empathy fix it no say vim lady you were confidently saying on election day that you had agents in every polling station giving you results. Madam, you projected. Madam, we did not project. I asked you, dear, why? You don't cry near you. Yeah, analysis and no check projection. There's a difference between projection and analysis. Go Google or phone also and see the difference. MC Nanaya, or see if you ignore lawyer, he's struggling to defend. Lawyers me in the war. Until lawyer Ben now see me ignore them. Bismarck also no say Ghanaians love peace. We don't want to destroy the peace and what Ghana had him say until we end this in here, to court and one no said about and to Kobia ANC ewa hanum. Jean Pierre, you know, see we will tell you our mind as well. You can do the same thing. The same way, easy keep changing the presidential figures, any percentages. Monka, Motimu studio ho, and I'm moka de mope. Most of monty and say, easy. It is easy, they keep changing the figures, or you go to court with the easy. Bashuri, Hassan or sister, see that NDC lawyer cannot even talk well. I dare not say, or model book, the man, so one kind see, and going to me on Koti. Catch and say, democracy, and a and to until we are Uncle two alone, nay, so I have no, you whom baby, our kind of if Francis can boom, or say, God say, save Ghana from evil leaders pa any poor thinkers just say why he won't even become a president again and so the Nkrofo and Rita Obin or say more of him no one born of a woman or dog can do anything to anybody UTV fonya moye modwuma according to say the emra bia moye no obi ntiase court honum otumi eko honum Nana Ado be queen say I'm really enjoying and they discussing very educative if yes and what the lawyers and buy Evans Kisino say UTV you are indeed an excellent station pa more of him munkoso na monye modwuma Nana Afia no say Afia indeed we a strong woman pa Friday bonds dey say mo bia so embe fire so sa ade na de tie no kre no now they are to pepepe and na immortal redeemer say forget that thing I'm the president of Floating Voters Association what EC must do the right thing for democracy's sake enye bibia ka che NDC for say we beg the can say EC onye the right thing if we answer and say God bless our wisdom any handsome president or say Yakoposha president Mary Menu no say if you no one can kill you or anybody from a EFS UTV we just condemn violent activities na Nkrofo no mo bia mesweti media ni bi obi aye na adwuma onti ase a na the EC for no ekoko na chese asumdwe aba Nana Kwame Opasco and someone say if I don't have anything to tell JDM any NDC for no and one say omonko court ade no na constitution no any CI ni na aye ho adwuma no Isabella Tete or say they are now doing the audit nti the same people na afa na omoye audit no omo so say Mahama Wini how can you do audit and so say Mahama Wini Isabella Tete say yemusa lawyer Emano ena Nathaniel Amo Asafo no so you don't know the duty of work NDC atwa wana Afia say dem NDC o say Afia NDC atwa wana na who ye defense ama NDC 2012 atwam dadada so sorry no akwa 2012 asem dey aba Shepherd Desmond was saying no see you were taking figures from MPP not EC you guys should stop pretending master uni evidence aha lawyers na wa no meme yi asem a uni evidence bia won say lawyer bia kra ka say for evidence bra ye fa ni nyina enko bu so also betime do comment ene wa dwenche abanu an say uni atem meme make allegation bia uni evidence say we see media ni bi take figures from MPP fa video bra simple what I say udi video ba ni ehun media kro no media na enye one media enti yanto ankomo no esola joda ko memra ohonom na memra council so honom na ye clear point say in the event say NDC ebe court almost say omo ye audit there but say omo the election petition ba against 2020 elections because they say against it into omo media caucus then the procedure no
okay procedure no there wakakra but I have it here ohwa chese say obi person or challenge election petition election result sorry you send a petition to the Supreme Court and I think it's one thing when it comes to parliamentary on Supreme Court High Court omuna jurisdiction say ohwa law na or say you have to state the contents of the petition. Okay. First of all, nipa ode adena you so a citizen of Ghana. In fact, Article 68. Even if you look at 64 first, the validity of the election of the president may be challenged only by a citizen of Ghana who may present a petition for the purpose to the Supreme Court within 21 days after the declaration of the results of the election, in respect of which the petition is presented. So, as 64 a Ghana ni epe and a bit me a challenge results. Then, we have because you offer a foreign observer Samrana Umumeya, even though no doesn't constitute challenge.
Audit.
Ghana for Ejuma and the Supreme Court needs to be a person or challenge election petition. Biano. I did also say also a Ghana ni. Now we are the contents. We say we have to state the grounds for challenging the validity of the election under the law.
In Yinaso, would they challenge it?
In Yinaso, you have to state it. And then we give a statement of the facts relied on to be verified by affidavit and of the law in support of the petition. I know so facts no and some and na wo court no. So facts the okwa or say with the evidence e support. And we say we do facts and we feel say abano where we need assume we need or say we share the entity. So for instance be a minu abeka say Ashanti region NDC enya 1.4 million votes NPP enya 500,000 votes and so easy I declare ama NPP say NPP enya 1.4 million. These are statements of fact. Now by affidavit no so we support this statement
with
of
evidence.
Fact with evidence.
Okay.
And into what the statement of proofs no and I say I think it's form 12 regional declaration form no what the account say we have regional declaration form now any NTC any nya 1.4 and NPP nya 500,000 no as so easy declare say so under the law you need to support your evidence with this fact, so you have to do that. Now ukobima will say a number of witnesses to be called. It's nipa umubeba no mabejinem edi adanse amount. You have to state all these in the election petition. And then it goes on to say any other matters as the court may determine. And then so processes uko ebiema will say the answer to the petition. Now we election manual now and I explain this. See rule 69 provides that the Attorney General and any other person upon whom a petition is served may file with the registrar within 21 days of the service an answer to the petition, which shall state the following. They say in the election manual, what the new one is saying is that any panel who challenging the election, so the person whose election you are challenging.
Also serving or not?
Also, no party.
Okay.
Now the electoral commission is also ACA.
Okay.
So
in this case, I say NDC,
I say John Mahama.
Okay.
John Mahama. No air contest election. Official one the winning. Or no so or no. No, or say it's John Mahama. You election. The other one is a Kufuor versus John Mahama. It's in this case, the John Mahama versus a Kufuor and electoral commission.
Electoral commission.
An electoral commission. Okay. In fact, that's the basic NDC. I think it was later. So necessary party, so they should be joined. But and I think the court allowed that. But the rules, the two people who must be parties to the suit, the persons whose election you are challenging.
Okay.
Any electoral commission. Okay. No one state two facts. So how long that a person NDC for? They say you know Ghana. Almost facts are almost they court. And no evidence. In American, you have to put the evidence together. Who person no court no. Eventually, it is a court overturning decision of the electoral commission. No declare winner no. Or say no would mean na etuja.
Into to me and file affidavit ni keke without evidence. Also we you know pink sheets ni ade na ka.
You see so and he knows say reference say affidavit evidence. Affidavit no you have to support it with the evidence. And you can say be a NPP enya 1,000 and electoral commission declare 10,000 man no. You should support that.
With the pink sheet.
Then you attach your piece. So this will be exhibit A or exhibit B. It's a redo on near cover exhibit B, and exhibit A chrono near rest and this near 10,000 and the electoral commission say omudi 1,000. And yes sir, and umjakeke. Oh, call Supreme Court. Also making sure say facts you are on point. Now what me convince judges and me when this for when this do baby omuka say me and ha adwen kakra. And my brother was saying, court, perception. Let's say court is packed. Oh, you don't have to give room to some of these statements because.
But isn't it too true? And saying President promoting.
President promoting. In fact,
if you crowd from the bar,
majority
if you crowd, no many judges.
Yes, it's allowed. Once you have about 15 years, it's allowed. But some of them, they were replacing retiring judges.
Okay.
Some of them, majority of them, they were replacing retiring judges. And it's our Supreme Court, it's not as if say by constitution there is any limit on it. We don't have any limit. We've always had 13 and 14. If you look at what has happened, it's around the same figure. And in any case, say the obey panel judge, obey panel court, Chief Justice. Chief Justice bit me as selected Obia. In fact, NDC appointed judges. In fact, Kufuor appointed judges.
Yeah, minimum justice for money I didn't.
They were Kufuor appointed judges.
Judges in one government that didn't buy a court of appeal. Then another government for instance, to be Justice Tanko.
Yes.
Both NDC and MPP.
I think NDC time will call
court of appeal. And the MPP and then I go Supreme Court.
Now the way our brothers in the NDC try to now politicize the Supreme Court is very dangerous and you can see authority.
I think you make a general sweeping statement. It's not fair to our brothers in NDC.
It's
not fair. Okay, because see, in 2012, they know Kuma. Nipa no constitute majority on the panel. They were Kufuor appointed the Supreme Court judges. But
Supreme Court in 2012 Supreme Court.
Majority of them, I know more 9 judges, no, about 6 or so. No, me 4 appointed judges. And so at the end of the day, Omubia vote against the position of the NPP. So it tells you, say, Supreme Court no more, they are independent thinking people. And no more. But you see, me, I'll be the last to consider Supreme Courts around the world don't play politics. Look, all over the world. So you look at American Supreme Court, they have politics there. But the politics is always defended by the law.
Okay.
So people have their political idiosyncrasies. And when the moment decided, say, for instance, in the US, we be also on abortion case because it's a political leaning and the chair is also on abortion. With the abortion case could be out or and in the US, that is how their policies is played out. In Ghana, we are not at that level.
But when you say NDC for so point, she say, one of the Sama Martino is, for instance, this is the government wafa Duduwa appointed more judges there.
And I'm saying that
more judges there.
But I'm saying that most of them
and appointed more people even from the bar to the bench.
Which is okay because bench in the bar, we see the qualification of a Supreme Court judge and that's free.
Bench to bench, okay.
In fact, me former lecturer, or no, straight from classroom, and local Supreme Court, a professor. Justice Mensah Bones. That's I say. Okay. So a diverse Supreme Court, and nobody can tell me say Professor Justice Mensah Bones. Some political leaning. We all have different perception about people, but we say they are very.
But are you saying say it's wrong? Say say Supreme Court koi ebia na kwa say
I can forgive people who are not lawyers, but I won't forgive lawyers. Lawyers who are in the profession, which me ko say Nanado appointed a particular Supreme Court judge, and inti say nipa ko no Nanado judge inti we do case ko be dismiss. How can a lawyer make such a statement? Because at the end of the day, the Constitution gives the president the right to appoint Supreme Court judge. So at any point, a Supreme Court judge will be appointed by a president. Such as say. And inti, are you telling me say all Kufu appointed judges will support NPP? And I was giving you a 2012 example. Clearly, you could see, say, the particular government appointed women, and NPP had more, Kufu had more appointed judges on that bench than the NDC. But at the end of the day, NPP. Okay. So, and then I am a person, we shouldn't bastardize the Supreme Court like that. The moment yes, it's a Supreme Court, no, they are made up of smart, intelligent, independent, thinking lawyers and judges. I do my bow. We be a judge that any never. We be a lawyer that. And I make say we have people from academia. In fact, Professor Justice Modibo Okran, no practicing law in Ghana. But we move from by now the knowledge they had, the dominion Supreme Court, Emma, they've developed a jurisprudence to the extent say, I mean, it's the envy of the world. Okay. And the rules are very clear how to present election petition. Supreme Court, make sure say your evidence is intact. Your name say the name of the game is evidence. And it will connect to me the evidence. So don't tell the people say how they are. You be lose because me I say obi catch I say take a particular channel. It means say control over the channel.
But I say a perception is that
I quoted somebody.
But Omoano said and can't you be say judges.
Good. So my brother, the point I'm making is that let's not even try to feed that perception. Okay. Who say everybody me no way smart to. Obeka say a perception. Oh, no, they are too. Now a mouth for aid. We are feeding that perception. So in the minds of the people, when they say your coordinate by me saying this be lose. So it's a lose so there. Now because Nanado appointed judges. And you put even the lives of these Supreme Court judges in jeopardy. And not be no my yama say mumpo journalist. You do baby am ho and journalist and now omu figures ediama electoral commission and also my call election am NDC eti am MPP enti wo no awoye fair minded journalist awokoye wadwuma kama wo pia na dwona wo kwa usuro because nam there NDC from penny for county usuro say obi wo ha oba be attack you. We don't have to feed that perception even if it's reality. But me mean say me no perception NDC for that the shada ekekekaway. But the truth of the matter is that media as I know it me who collation results from other regions validated Minim say a court. They let the Supreme Court to do right by Ghanaians, and I'm saying they will do right by Ghanaians because and yes, we will be defending NPP and also be defending NDC. They are defending the law. Okay. So the Supreme Court will do right by Ghanaians. When we are the decision will be very clear for all Ghanaians to see. Okay. I am hoping, and it's only hope. I cannot say I know as a matter of fact. I am hoping that at the end of the day, everything put together, the decision of the Electoral Commission will be confirmed by the Supreme Court. Okay.
Yo. Council, my interview and I'm about what we have lawyer Nana Pon Ewa Ahmanato from I'm saying lawyer who are crying out Masiano open mouth good morning Akwaba. Okay. But seven the cases doors until they be announced in court. But I mean in your agent chair was a 2020 election. I likely said the echo idea Ansha a beco court. Now court they be taking decision. What do you think say court na a court na?
Well, say election laws now Ghana. A question of fact. A question of fact. Numbers now, they added to about they doing about so. And the question is, what are the numbers? What are the total figures for NDC presidential candidates? The total figures for the NDC presidential candidates? Where a calculation? And since the calculations no go here. So media, the question is what facts are being sent to the court? What facts are being challenged? I think that's the issue. And the question of the law, because the law will be ending. It was 50 plus 1, and that's our president. So what are the numbers? And now, mathematics is here. Electoral Commission, any prerogative or mathematics will be a menopra, you put a calculator, let's say a fact and a bit more calculating. So it's not a question of law, but of fact.
Okay, so if it's not a matter of a law, a fact, a quarter, do you anticipate the air a bit me, be betting me as a sign in the process now? Because NDC Nyan official post or more courts.
Of course, it will be all right. The constitution says if you are with media for court, you can say, all right, when you are with media for court, not whether you have the right or not. But let me ask a question of fact, very simple. And each party, clearly, it's me with me out. I'm checking a pink sheet to be a total. Not another party that in now to say as a mystery be surrounding who the apostle. And the citizens and me and Sia. That is to see a citizens. Oh, there's no alchemy in the court. Yes, do court all of a sudden. Not magically, would there be almost the same here. Almost fast and make you go with that.
Wrong to say that. This is
the procedure. Obia alleges a breach of procedure. What is a numbers, and tally. Then tally here, say a calculation. And a judges, me a lawyer, we and I a lawyer for it. Who said judges know a special mathematical ability. And the engineers of a problem, our public domain, our electoral commission, our court, confuse the crown our court.
Lawyer Auntie, are you saying, sir, NDC solving a deal way in the public instead of going to court, Anna?
It's a fact, electoral commission have to take it. They should clearly put it out. Clear, make a clarity of facts. They who say, NDC say, Omunya say, based on Omunya and then Omu figures no Bukutano, FPP, these are the facts they're putting forward. Where you think it be
okay.
Not FPP, so much I say, a calculate the anything I say. Let's calculate anything I say. No, I don't mean that. But the election be and the previous elections in the numbers in the public need to because they can see there no crime.
But council says I now can NDC edi kan kadada say enwiemu abam. Omo figures be akodi MPP for dem. Oma kadada.
Enye kan o say law no it's not about allegations. And me see. Where are the facts which are clearly indisputable? And then see to go, normally to go. The same thing is not NDC, but I say MPC. Hey, not gonna put you zampa. About one, okay, pictures in the bomb. MPC when you say NDC when. May a couple say the crowd not saying no crap. Allegations in the counter allegations will be hard to be. Whether it's true or not, I need to court. I'm a court now. But before all of that, and for the sake of peace, any a quick transition, peaceful transition. It holds on the parties in the say, Obi Ababa clear and rock and say, hey, calculations in any things is not calculations in any, make it publicly available. Not easy, the end is not compared. Yeah, now I can make exercise, you know. Open so, independent observers in a auditor, the making I can and sign for court.
Okay. So this is a very dicey situation. Said the whole canon because other lawyers be so no disagreement. When you matter of fact, keke. They say one of the things NDC proposes say international body bimra na omo embe boa omo in the editing because they say no auditing no omo ye no omo the background MPP for say enya no correct because omo figures to show something different than another and a winning election no as against the MPP for can the electoral commission cross one gazette results and that showing that president NAA in lead, which again NDC a disputed. And now once who can the EFS say deficiencies of the court say any mathematical calculation behind a court they will look at the law whether it was applied at the polling station or not. In this case, no, you better resolve this dilemma, and any dilemma is not anything that anybody should worry about.
No, we shouldn't worry about it. And I repeat myself. A lawyer for money disagree. Maybe Jamaican, and they say whether you go to Supreme Court or Majestic Court, it's going to be a question of fact as to who won. And who won depends on the number of police in the votes in the practical boom, where calculations done. Maybe I would like to say, Obi there bank and I will be there Supreme, and I will be there correct. But I think a numbers now the calculating. And so Obi I could have picked. It is and no calculate here. And as I say, Obi Kiawa, was fabricating it here, forgery be one, and no forgery, fraud, and yet easy matter over to me to one wakakeo. You have to prove it beyond reasonable doubt, but forgery, Abba.
Oh, okay.
There's no alleged forgery, let's say calculations. The amount calculate here. Almost couple allegations and counter allegations, you know. That's very clear. Oh, say, okay, US, almost election now. President Donald Trump say fraud. Shentia, court to pronounce and Obia Somun said, so they say, now calculate when they say, it's supposed to be any big fraud, the facts were so clear. What are the facts here? And our facts is why it's shrouded in mystery. Now, if the facts are shrouded in mystery, how can the judges know appropriately?
Okay, but Council Patrol, before I record, the facts are easy, Nankasa. Ne figures so no actually obesisa no it does it not give enough grounds to say election and kasa bibia anko and therefore NDC for without even calculating anything no come case I was a court no etie o mana
the calculations in it no case there if it be the minimum and answer irrelevant obetima for court say the papa team and also means that there harassment and the bit about say harassment inconsequential harassment the package is there easy. No more mistakes, sir. I say, what is the point of going to court? Are you going to court? A mistake no more than affecting election. That's not a mistake. A mistake is you find it perfect. So, but mistake no more. And if it goes to the core of the veracity of the numbers now, almost can it be? But say mistake yeah. And then ever say two. No, I can't say one. I can't say two. I'm not correct on one. Of course, a waste of time. And I make kind of back to the fact. And that will be out of course to be a hano. In fact, you're very keen. I'll put that judgment and say, my lord, the calculating, independent observers, anyone, any book, all the practical boom, your numbers in any. Almost numbers in any. Not that you know what's our part. Not because you know all numbers in your correct, all numbers in your correct. How can the judges know the facts? All police station will be all. And all the special mathematical skills you can say, way number in there correct, and when you're correct. It's the fact that you're correct. Yeah. Look, I'm predictability. At the end of the day, no. Wow, fact they clear, no one out there winning. Period. The law is very simple in this matter.
Okay. Council Mamina was say an opinion and or contribution at the Amaye, lawyer Nanapon, and the NHN Common say, when your fact padia, what shall be do, who could do got a bay mogu, and that is for NDC Council.
Yeah, that's it. Before I go on, let me make it clear because that means Kasano, as if it is lawyers within the NDC. I just want to put it on record. Okay. Say, no lawyer who belongs to the NDC has ever said anything about the court. At the same time, also, it is we as lawyers within the NDC, we are part of leadership. We have followers. Just to say, oh, client, no, say, or drink, oh, court cry, even if it's land case, no. Sometimes or drink say, hey, lawyer, you see the panel, or this car, my judge, no. And Nancy me say, or say. Those are perception and allegations. That what I say, you have to give them hope. Say that here. So if I come and I say there is a perception from part of the society, members of NDC say it is this is a genuine thing I'm saying, and that does not say that we lead them. Know that before every judge gets to where he is, it's based on merit. As he said, every Supreme Court is a constitutional and political court. That is why every decision from Supreme Court now, you can say social engineering. They look at the situations in the country, economic, social issues. And that's why you see Emrano cry about the historical and social engineering, Roscoe Pond. He was the propounder of the social engineering. So, oh yeah, mra. So they also sit down and say, what is going on in society? Saying, how do we drive?
Okay.
What they say. So that is how, and I'm very sure, say, every judge worth his salt. No. If he's giving his judgment, his opinion, he thinks about the future. No judge would want to give any spurious judgment, because at the end of the day, posterity will judge you. Because if it is reported, people will say, this judge was a good judge. This all kind, Obia, every time in the whole world, Lord Denny. Everybody there's no law student lawyer who doesn't know about Lord Denny, because in the judgment. And I'm sure we also have
Kekewich.
Yeah, Kekewich. But Ghana, if you come to Ghana, there are some judges, Olenu, Acha, Tateba, Aqua. You know, you reach, you crowd a lawyer crowd when you appear before them and you even lose your case. Wow, them say, they will teach you, and if their judgment.
Council, unia na semne say, ade na monka wenche mo follow.
It's not that we don't tell them. And I make us say, as your client, Krano, you always tell your client, say, if I have the facts, I have evidence, it's solid, and I put it there. What do I say? Backed by the law. There is no way the judge's hand will be tied. But if he wants to do anything, he can only circumvent, kakra, but he cannot categorically come and go against the law. So this is what we are saying.
So is this not one of the cases where it said the only the judges don't apply just law, keke. They look at the situation.
They look at it. That is the politics of it.
I don't know also mon can't supporters the situation there woman there. Just like Justice Atugubaye in 2012, no, he would not remove a sitting government who has been declared by the Electoral Commission.
No, you see,
no,
it happens in different ways. It has happened we have example in Kenya. Kenya, they ordered for rerun. And Uhuru Kenyatta, any Chief Justice at that time, they were very hostile each other. But at the end of the day, when they looked at the evidence, the facts, they ordered for rerun. In Malawi, right? When they looked at the facts and evidence, they ordered for rerun.
In America, when they look at the facts, they threw the cases away.
Yes, they threw the cases away. Yeah. What is happening now, America say, it's about the future. It is not about just to say, oh, mommy, you know. But sorry, every day now, or bonuniano, or bonus, say, oh, peace in tea, munjai. But to talk about the issue so that next time, Omutmi will say, we don't have to do it this way. This is all about this. How to go ahead. So that Sebi, Nyaye who says here, I happen say, some of the EC official returning officers say, I'm running some declare, and family hope a court now.
Say no more evidence. And on the video, no, Prince Yambo video, no.
Yeah, Techima.
Prince, I was here
about Techima
myself. No, and I said, I would declare you. I would declare MPP led NDC about 2000.
What the video now?
Okay.
In some way,
Prince Yambo audio number no be anti there.
I'm so happy near Buffalo Latin can.
Our video,
no video him. Into my inti.
Council any my inti.
Can you finish? I've sent everything to region, so we'll get to it.
To what?
To the region.
No, you are the region.
And I don't have copy here.
You see, you don't have the by law. You were sworn in by the magistrate. I will pay you. You see, you are a returning officer. That's why we've come to you. It is an office work. We just want what you have declared.
You don't have a copy.
If we have a copy, or we can cite it, have a look at what you have.
Go to region, you will get it.
Why should we go to region when you are the returning?
I don't have copy here.
Contested elections here. You say which go to region?
To take the results. You see, even if the regional officer gives us the results, we cannot rely on that.
On that, you will rely on what
which you have given.
Yes.
You know, but the law says that you are the one to declare the results.
You know, my brother, there is one thing. As individual citizens of this country, we all have the responsibility to ensure that the country is peaceful, and that is the primary responsibility that we have in anything that we do. And for instance, that is why I am here. I would urge you to contribute to that peace, because you see, if there is any indication that you have done something that helps the other party to steal the election, it raises tension and it gives a lot of us problems. So whatever you will do to contribute to that, I will urge you to do it. So that if, for instance, they are asking for the summary seat, be frank and open and say, this is the summary sheet that I prepared. Answer the things such that everybody will be convinced, and then the tension can come down, and then we'll all have peace. Too much tension is not good for the country at all.
I don't have any intention like that. Yes. We computer everything. We put everything. We were there. Yes, make a request.
But you cannot tell me that you have cemented the region and you don't have the copy.
For those who are moving to
Mr. Returning Officer,
figures and put them in the book. Why they were there, they saw everything. And they didn't do any alarm.
Mr. Returning Officer, by CI 127, Regulation 43, it says that it is only you've been appointed as a returning officer for the Techima South constituency. From the facts we have come to you, you have told us that you have declared the results. On the basis of the law, we are asking that what has been declared, if we can be given a copy of the statement of known as the pink sheet, showing the results for Techima South. That is our request to you.
I've given it to the regional. So when you go there, they'll give you a copy.
Our copy is with the regional electoral officer. So we should go to the regional director of electoral.
Enti abusafa ya samba studio we a video said na council adawudu eka no Techima South I be one of the seats omotwen manso honom, although electoral commission ye declaration in the declaration the tuo no etoye no video na earlier ye show ye no nti the hono omo declare ye no MPP winning seats no 49,000. There's just about 2,000 different and a war between NDC and MPP mo, and NDC a copy of the results and electoral commissioner no and omujina ne soa or say omun encouraging. Now who said video ni a little intimidating council when I will say embo video no ti o point ni saying
my point is just resource no emrano CI 47 regulation 43 CI 127 my high court me dey say court na me ejuma 127 no say ye election we na ye declaration any niam nyina we say agents ni na signing almost signing we ye ma omo copy na wo returning officer no so no say o de bo collation center no say resource no any Enti na ye call fact finding mission because ono to him he's declared the results. Techiman served there. He declared we. And the answer ye said there was no collation. Enti to us there has not been any declaration. But I will say what declare. And ye my we know results summary sheet no. Ni nya summary sheet because by law no regulation 43 no. So my copies. I don't want to only statement summary sheet no from 1C and 1D no only be NTM regional director or by a regional director on also say no no nejuma say so mine na o man on also copy sa copy or the be man no and no na or the be bank crime they say so we were just asking say request NTCC no we've done it formally course no na obi any office. So we've done it formally to the returning officer to give us a copy by law. We've done it formally to the regional director and the chairperson. Say mumma almost a declaration because before then no, your original director no ho and you bisa say omuya declare Techiman Saf and omuya declare. Ono said to him he doesn't know about it. That is why Techiman presidential election serve any parliamentary no was not part of results declared by the chairperson. And the chairperson ankasa can say there is a contest. And I say Yebisa say what is the contest in Techiman serve? Returning officer say no I declare. Regional say onim. Chairperson says there's a contest. Yebisa say what is the contest? What is the mode? Nienti way no to do the fact finding and say na ochina that's what I'm telling you it's about the future. Say ya more to me. Emrana more to me say when I so ye jume way. Now one year with jume ye like EC decides that I can do anything whether collation or collate. In fact asunje emma. So we are just doing it to make sure say what the law says it should be followed.
But when you said the manner in which I'm more approaching Papa no, returning officer no, was intimidating enough. I say, me cry. So me what bueno kwa kame fama because munyina no ye nipa be 8 na mujina ne so. Ote ho mujina ho. That's even the differences in position no cry be betimi aye intimidating. Na we aka na we aka no we aka. Ada na man chura nkoma first easy. Region no one catch a region so order constituency no family
Oshe Emranuma 127 no it is as of right so the mine
okay into mo agent no
me ko ho no
mo agent no mo he omo declare result cause here report na ho no omo declare
agent ni ho no all said because there was confusion
but the declaration was done before a confusion ebo
Debbie,
the declaration was done before.
Even if
easy papa no yes say all bono.
No.
Boy no. E ho no mbe J video na ye first. Mbe J microphone.
On paper na okra. It was not statement of pool.
Oh okay.
It was not statement of pool. What did I say? Now ono say ono waye no ono any collation.
Easy also waye ono any collation.
Until before general
without the agent.
Without the agent.
On both sides.
Yes. You see, because there was a problem to be solved, and I don't say why any collation without the agent. And before General Mobile, no, me call Techima earlier. They dispatched me. Me call say we also commands. Me back we also yes say I should go back to Techima. And me call no, me call who regional director no. Said this is the fact finding. And me ba district your friend Nana my he has me born in for security reasons. Enti me ko ho no e me ko bisa no. So we scheduled an appointment. Say Yesha or EC office. That was before 5. Me ko office no one ma. The next day earlier on no, I went say I want to just see the result. Enti there mobile the next day no or mobile no. And now almost say they be your country security personnel no say all we want is fact finding. Almost one person omubisa and ask for the results no copy no and then I'll say it was at EC's office It was not a place that we would go and intimidate. And the military was present all. Omukran allowed, said they didn't allow. Yeah, supporters, no. They were pushed back and we told them nobody should come. All we want is say in your result. No? Now we say what declare way to say what is we were saying. Say if it is declared, then that is when we can advise. Say, oh, looking at the figures, this is this. Or we ask for recollation. They said that was all the purpose for why we went there.
Okay, but when you say court processes now, now order easier, better than say we say and Crawford say intimidation tactics all over the place because we've seen some of the regions where supporters ni be attack easy offices ni be no officers ni be near there.
Oh, say court process no, your rights have not accrued. Okay. Say obeko court until your rights are accrued no, won't be near. It is so wait. That is why. So if you say I should wait, no, and no say, then going forward, no, any EC official or person can do any wrong thing. And I say, me kwako declare wokokum. What do I say?
We are now.
I declare that until you feel like go to court. And no, if it continues that way, no, you cannot guarantee say there will be peace. Because when it comes to election, coalition one, now or say, oh yeah, way. Look, and I can tell you, say, most of the things that we've seen, say, it was because we deployed lawyers to almost all the places. Into BB Basa, we tell our people, no, it's the right thing.
In the council, say more pink sheets. I confirm, say, election we muna mu wini ya na say a run of more nina. Do you have it?
Pink sheet.
Right now, more pink sheet nina from all the coalition centers. At NDC, do you have all your documents?
Oh, no, they are working on it. They've assembled all the election officers in the regions. They have ordered everybody to bring it. They have the copies.
That means before Mobe State challenge we now NDC muni system be a central system be the collective of pink sheet.
There was system. Into the system is what even showed say we were getting enough of the seats in the presidential no. Edu baby and who say no. Presidential no. Nana Addo, the president was leading, and it to be a runoff.
Okay.
It was out of Saye collation, no.
But Nana Addo was leading.
Oh yes, Nana Addo was leading.
Okay.
What did I say? And we saw that, and you see, one thing that always these elections, because we've been in Unya, less than 25% of the votes from Ashanti region, it tells you you've lost the election.
Okay.
Check from 96. If you get between 26 and 27% of the votes, it pushes you to runoff. When you're above 28 to 30, you've won the election.
Okay, you mean?
No.
In the case of NDC.
Wait. Yes, in the case of NDC.
Okay.
No, in the case of NDC.
Okay.
So whilst they were doing the collation, we were looking at the percentage and the
from
previous
the regions.
elections. We were confident and we knew that this was the case.
But see,
no, and your conjecture. That I'm talking about
votes from the other regions because
population also grow at every time.
Yes. The difference between NPP and NDC Greater Accra this election cycle was less than 80,000.
Yes.
So what I say.
Yes.
In the other times now we need you had it maybe you had some percentage in Ashanti, but you had higher percentage votes or more votes in Greater Accra.
You see,
and see, it will be very difficult for you to do that. Once you you cross 60%, 26% in Ashanti, you must automatically win.
No. And yes, no. That is why, make I say, when we got there, we knew that we won't get the 50+1. Oh, they say we've been in this game.
So you knew.
So you can see the telltale signs.
But council, this is not the communication in the public. So if you knew at the time, so what's your number? Say no, we need 50%. No, I was saying, come catch them supporters and say no, we are not getting it.
Yeah, no, and the president hadn't also gotten the 50+1. So our problem is that to declare the president that he has won the election, that is why we've rejected it. What did I say? When he has been declared. When from the figures we have, and EC itself comes to correct again. Now the question I want to ask,
did you take into consideration the skirt and blouse voter, of course, so both in Greater Accra region, in Central region, and in other regions, the skirt and blouse? So now initially people are accusing NDC say the fact that when you a number of seats back, which we analysis ni here, a friend saying most of the seats in Greater Accra region, NDC the other, and a free NDC inside.
Yeah, free NDC sir.
And I will buy and I was saying it is a union baka and shut down one because these were already NDC seats.
Yes,
and you have reclaimed your seats.
Yes.
The magic is in seat and not any NDC there now you have gotten. For instance, Gushegune, I think Karaga was.
We lost Karaga.
You lost Karaga.
Yes.
And then MPP for Babeji those seats. So those ones, I'm a woody say, those are magical wins. Obian father, no one flippy seats no. But the year Oshema flipping constituencies, Lejokuku Crow warning. If you take it back, it always swings between NDC and
Lejokuku and Crow. If you do
a swing and a ladder, they go to
is it
3 places? A swing,
not like that. They go to point.
Okay, last that they go to pump.
There is every there are some constituencies. It gives you an indication when you do the election analysis every time. Wait me every 92. When you win that constituency, you will definitely get the national.
But it doesn't make it.
It's not always maybe.
Because in this case,
I'm saying that wait. When you get there, that gives you the hope. Say no, the way the trend is going. No, we are getting there. Oh, they say it's not to say that it's conclusive. Okay. It's not
2012,
conclusive.
we need those seats, Anna. 2012, NDC winning presidential. No.
Presidential.
Yes. Lada de Koto Pony Crow. Did you take it? Okay. Yes. Okay. Benita.
Senna. We took it, and it was the
Crow there.
So if you watch in Greater Accra, and most of the time also you watch the coastal belt.
Yes.
If you watch the coastal belt, the way it is going tells you the trend. Unless it
but is. But one earlier can say this election where the dynamics are different.
No,
because for instance, Social Central.
Where I'm
seats
saying.
Ni baby flippy, but the presidential almost to MPP.
Yes. Now the dynamics in this I'm say different. Don't say. It was the left with the constituency I declare, which were not declared by close of the 8th to 9th. No. That is where we started having issues in this election. If all had been declared by the 8th, we wouldn't have been going through this process. That's why I'm saying that.
But
election itself, say on the 7th, it was peaceful. It was peaceful until the left, constituency where the parliamentary seats and others would have to be declared. No, that's when we started having this issue.
Okay, but those small problems now, constituencies now issues. No, are they enough to change this election? Honestly,
oh yes,
are they enough to change this election?
I'm telling you,
this election,
the presidential election.
Yes, you see, that is why.
Techimai South, they are enough to change the outcome of the presidential election.
You see, the presidential election, if you look at the figures collated,
there's a big margin.
No, it is not. That is why I'm saying that although they have signed, the results has been brought. OTS those results, even EC itself has confirmed that they made a mistake in it. Now,
in the corrected one.
Yeah, corrected one, maybe. But can EC on its own correct its own mistake? It's a body. Now, if that body can
haven't
correct,
they done that before in the past?
If that body can correct its own mistake, can't that same body review its own decisions?
Okay.
Can't they review their own decision?
After they have gazetted the results.
That is where I'm saying that had been the issue. If you have the power, you can correct your own mistakes. Until you say, oh, I've made mistakes, I can't correct it, so let me go to court and correct it.
Okay.
Are we asking, don't you have the same power to review your own decision.
They may have the power, but
so now they are saying, if they are saying we don't have that power to review, tell us that we don't have that power to review. Maybe then we know the steps to take. Okay.
Okay. Councilman, I don't know whether it's fair for Obi to tell EC whether they should review. Because 2012, say EC and review. Did MPP ask EC to review?
No,
they were
did
just
they ask? Maybe they didn't ask. If you have a right and you don't exercise it, it doesn't mean that the right is not there.
Okay.
But I think that EC, from all indications, will make a big statement by the Gazette of the Resort.
Yes.
Not ready to listen to what the NDC is saying. They say, no, we say, Umay BBA election and another winning by over 500,000 votes. Umay Gazette result. I think that the and the mini came. Bruni Baker says it's just an exercise in futility. There's no way easy as it stands now. Rebecca said, "Me could review, me declared result.
Yes.
Easy from beginning, or who results no, or declare or who said there were minor mistakes. They corrected it, and when they corrected,
Council, my buta was a question when I won't go back.
But
minor mistakes. Adia, Emma will be the president or not. Otherwise, Adia, causing conflict. I won't call for criminal. Can we safely say they are minor?
Yes, the entire friend minor and say the numbers that were changed were not significant enough to change the outcome of the election.
But when you have managed this out.
No, but you see, I know you're different. No, you see for correction. No, as an American, so our numbers now is sign. You know, we are not enough to change the outcome of the election. The NDC for can do almost say,
no, that is the results you have. You think that it is not enough. It's not significant to upset.
I'm looking at the EC declared results. I'm saying that NDC for results, as we are collating it. And they can say, Mahamanya 90%. That is up to them. But I'm saying that EC a year in a Jumari and mistake a bit more corrected. That correction, not just significant enough. So, for instance, maybe correction not significant enough to change the outcome. And a 1 year. And that's why, and still I'll declare Nanado as a winner. That's a different thing. And in that, lawyer, I don't know from the say, in law we call de minimis rule. Okay, when the outcome or when the thing is so small that it will not impact the outcome, you don't bother. And this is that easy. It's me a year and no simple, sir. My friend said like a difference of 1 million votes. Okay, easy when you do it. When you small figures, the chairperson and I said electoral commission will say, yes, sir, changes we are. In fact, you need to be and you made a point. Say this is not the first time I see a result. The final one, they won't declare any final one difference. But we've seen it before, and because a young mathematics with the calculator and everyone else be what's a computer and you can have mistakes.
But council, this is the easier initial okache say ko be declare results in 24 hours. So
yes.
Intina obi enim say by sa assurance ya koye nim bebre because say 2012 sa monumental mistake here na MPP for can e buy you grow 8 years.
Oh, no, but I think
one would have expected Senka easy any mistake at this time.
Easy.
Is it not enough? Say a whole constituency was omitted. A whole constituency. Also, NDC stronghold.
So Germany NDC stronghold. So you win, but it doesn't.
Oh, NDC stronghold.
How many times has MPP won that?
I was there.
But
how many times?
But two also.
But Kofi Asame at the end was just because of him. Because you have
yes.
That's only because of his candidature.
But my point though is that so sir as we German votes in the NDC for you see sometimes we analysis now you say you can say strategy man say odini nyina kan ho belus we dey ko kan one no dey analysis forgetting say I say first of all nipa 120,000 enu nyina na be kwa akoto aba 100,000 kwa akoto aba when you na be 52%. As I said, at least going by the parliamentary election. And isa and no come there who van people there in Canada no so that's the analysis they do. And it's what they have to understand say so German there no e film you did be can there no no say did be so Canada there. And at the end of the day it wasn't going to change the outcome of the election.
It will change.
Okay.
That is what we need to do as a country. Me feel say electoral commission umaye adwuma no umaye mistake said the other previous commissioners no aye no
And you're not giving an example of which mistakes that commit.
2012,
Afia.
2012, yes. Afia declared results ended the final one. Let the figures nearly the same, and we are saying that. And no, Obia uncle, and then uncle were changing results because the figures were not that much to make any difference.
Yes.
And so, my brother, what we have to understand is that look, Electoral Commission, or publishing the results as it stands now. Let's all understand that what we are talking about, say Electoral Commission should review it. No, it won't happen. They don't have any capacity under the law.
No, they don't have capacity in the law.
They don't have capacity under the law.
No. Wait.
Gazetted results.
No. Yes.
But when they want capacity, so maybe review.
Okay. That is why. That is why. Make Debbie out.
Almost say
Debbie. Oh, Debbie.
Because you
let the right thing be done.
But if they feel say Obiane or Mendini here, say law no is also implied in the law, so Benya fair hearing.
Oh, of course.
But this is a case said the NDC can EC is not giving them fair hearing. EC granty or massive.
No. Natural justice.
Natural
justice.
Natural justice assembly.
Natural justice. Here, listen to both parties.
This is a
be fair to both parties.
Let's
natural justice. Both parties.
When
both parties.
A body has been given authority to work. That's why we know publishing the results. Where is natural
when the results affects the interests of two parties?
Of course, obviously the results affect.
Is it not fair for the EC
to some kind of results? No. Supreme Court.
Okay. If you fair hearing here court,
that's because if you think say we're breaching natural justice, and you know also call High Court to go and set aside the decision.
Okay.
So I say, says administrative body and I making decision. We're breaching natural justice. And in Quebec, I say court.
Okay, Supreme Court.
Supreme Court. So already we're being a juma. We know. I'm ready to say we free say the results as declared and gazetted.
Okay. Now you final comment.
If you see, it is the same point I'm making. Now, all canon. Or see, he admits he has made a mistake. He admits. It's significant. What they are saying, we are saying that it is significant. And Nuntina, even in the law, we are saying that you have the power to even recollect. What he's saying is insignificant. No. One says, it was only 16 votes. 16 votes that had made a difference. You are saying it's not insignificant. And America say and we say, Nyabutre, if in future, returning officer be tenase, and easy say, media yamami to me, and to me, mistake crap which will affect, let me do that mistake, let it affect it, then you go to court. What do I say? That means that future elections, it is going to be war on the ground because nobody is going to sit down that you do that mistake and accept say my mistake and
no, but council, now they provide this say in the event of an election dispute, parliamentary, high court, presidential, Supreme Court. That's no.
I agree to it. I'm not saying that.
But is that not indication? Court in himself and send
me But the thing is that going by his position, Emrana Mautumi say yeah ABCD. Odi Emrano Ochia sign say I'm going to do this. Me area.
What Emrana saying?
No. Say, easy say, you have to declare the results. What they are saying, me minim say my mistakes. What mistakes I have done may have impact on the election. What they are saying, but irrespective of the impact, mistakes am I I'm going to declare. If I declare and you are not happy, go to court.
But say in this case, if you are corrected,
maybe. So future election, what they are saying. If the returning officer there say, oh, you know what, meaning say, I'm going to make a mistake. If it is 240, what they say figure, and my 420, Obi him say my mistake, but I'm going to declare, and you're there, and you go to court. Then what is the purpose of the people being there and being given the power to even ask for recount and for collation. And if we go by his analogy, say, oh, my mistake, I mistake, my obian kokota. Yes, we agree. If that's a position you have today, tomorrow, if another EC person also makes mistakes and it's all over, mistakes are being made, and say, oh, we mistake, you can all go to court. Will that bring us peace and will we move forward?
But I think that
that's the issue.
But that's the only way we can resolve issues. The court is the only way.
So you don't indulge in illegality and say go to court for the
illegality. That is
irregularities. You don't indulge in irregularities and say that go to court for the court to clear the irregularities.
In this case,
by your analogy, that's what you're saying. No, by analogy, so that means that minim say to me be shaming and I'm there. I will indulge in illegalities. Irregularities. I'm not saying that the court won't go, but I'm saying that whilst the results in there about the future, whilst the people are there, everybody have seen you've made a patent error. We say they be, if it's a patent error, I won't correct it. Go to court for court to do it.
So we're correcting. In this case, they should be fair to the EC. So I'm correcting, no, my gazette.
I'm correcting. And what correcting?
And I will say there are more errors.
We say there are more errors. So look at it. So I won't look at it. What
did you tell the EC?
That was the petition. Yes.
So
the figures how it will go. And EC said they be. Me they are me to me, so I will declare. And then America say, if that is the way we will go with it.
See, Anankasa make provision amount that, knowing that Manson Beba elections will say, your fair hearing is not too easy until your court.
No. Every administrative body, every constitutionally mandated body, even administrative body, what kind? Awuni versus Wayeka. He said it's been elevated to become a constitutional right. That fair hearing, no fairness, it's been elevated.
Constitutional rights in your court.
Yes, and even administrative bodies, no, you have to give everybody fairness.
The right to be fair. NDC, EC, Amam fair hearing.
Oh yes,
EC, Amam fair.
That's all we are talking about.
Final comment. Yeah, for 20. What is the future of NDC in the council? You council say Afia no be decided. We don't even know for sure whether Ombeko court or not. Can we have an inauguration on 7th?
Definitely.
We can have an inauguration.
Yes, definitely.
Even if they go to court.
Oh yeah. I know they say you are president, you know, in 2012 when people call court. That court, you know, or 7th January as you say inauguration. We cannot have a vote at any one point in time. We need to have a president who will preside over affairs of the country. And on 7th January, your best way in the president, parliament will elect a speaker, and they will have a full complement of the arms of government. What I know say will happen, say the parties, the minority and the majority, or let's say MPP and NDC, they have to work together. Ghana, here say ye de ba kun ye beku ye nim. Me de minim say abatwa na Ghana for 2 ye no. Di omo peso mo kire ne say NDC ni MPP enya adwuma mom. To be and knowing at least from my understanding what happens in parliament and parliamentarians na omoka. In fact, about 90% of the time, I no money na e adwuma bom. Or maybe even more. It's just some few issues I say omo I mean, Tim wants to come. And you are a blow about one thing. A bit they say parliament there, would be a no more. But in fact, on many issues, they all work together. And that is what I think Ghanaians voted for. 1% PP, any NDC, a year a Jumabum. Fortunately, we said there, by Esiakoya, NPP will be able to elect a Speaker of Parliament, say it means a former MP, or say he will caucus with the NPP, no? I'm an MPP. So MPP is going to have a Speaker of Parliament, and then we're going to have the.
We don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure.
At least from the MP, say 137. From the MP, say he's going to caucus with the NPP, and so obviously he's going to say. But me just say a trouble because that election has to be in secret. election of speaker, it has to be in secret. It's possible to say NDC for only be cry. I'm NPP. Now, you move near myself back. I think there's been a nice discussion. But my final point is that it's an opportunity. What has happened? It's an opportunity for us as a country to come together and work for the good of the country.
Okay. Kofaso show any more Moses Swami.
There can never be peace without justice. All people should understand. Say, Abba, say, if you are preaching peace, everybody wants peace. Don't preach peace and you do the vice. What they say. But when you are preaching it in public, now another thing in private. They say me a court man say, boys say invisible. I know some of them. Now you can't then giddy bam say, but you are preaching peace. You say you want us to work together. Now what giddy so bad you? What they say. If you want to preach peace, the president is talking about peace, the vice president, make sure, say, it manifests, say, we want peace, and we all go with it. It is understanding to come to the table that, look, this is what has happened. It might not be the best, but listen, what do we do? Let's forge on. But if there is no understanding, Noah, sometimes it makes it difficult. What in Parliament I should be telling them is that, we don't know who is taking the majority. No. They can only caucus with the independent. But where you are the king or the apparent heir, remember you have kingmakers. The kingmakers can punish you by the drum. So it will be from the drummer. Any threat. You see, they want us to work together. They should realize there's always, before you are a king, there's a kingmaker. Constituency, any who will be the minority in parliament. Okay. What they say, who will be the minority in parliament, and we have to work together. Until there should be trade-off and compromises. But if it comes like, oh, yeah, we need. The attitude,
is that not Momo attitude? That's NDC. When we need
that's not even for us as it is now today. Even if we have formed a minority, how many government ministers will be available in parliament every day? How many major bills in Yama you need?
The full complement of the
full complement. They won't come. They are travel. They are doing national assignment in Yama. And you see, it will make the work difficult. But how you can massage, how you can trade off. Trade off is important. Say abandon there. It's important. And I don't doubt, say, nothing is impossible. Because politics has taught me some lessons. Those days, Alade TSA or MPP chairman, at the end of the day, he was our bedfellow. Yeah. Nana President Sisiano. Those days, he was at the throat of former President Rollins.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. At the end of the day, they became the best.
The best of friends.
So politics has taught us, yes, we are friends. When issues like this, let's allow reason to prevail. Okay. Let's allow the doves within the party to take
over.
But the Diamond Hawks no nyama, and I say nyama. Say me na me wo to me I say you can have the power, but at the end of the day, it is somebody that you have to instruct to obey.
Okay. Because mama na mu nyina say abusia for yan fancy anum say na ye na mo asese mo share live e wo UTV so fra no pa besi sabre honorable lawyer Kojoga Adawudu okwa yie kra o ene ya age na boss so ni so pass say you spend the whole morning with us or member of NDC legal team and also future MP papa said there will be trade-offs. The honorable say wo gina bonten a na wo di atem na authority will be bon say wo your coins person. So what brofo no kind no say there will be trade-offs. Trade-offs. Eba V8 no ho a uni ho. Eba V8 na uni ho. Trade-offs. Ombeko akọ kasa dada kom kasa. They compromise, they work together. na wote abonten na wodi coins na afi omu ye trade off no e wo parliament nti ya na ni nyina no wode ato utim asera kese nkoma eyera John Dako so law lecturer e wo Gempa law faculty e da say council so nkofo pushi na say still a onko so ame ono so onko so nkofo still a onko so ombra so ame na o meji akonya so o me say ono obu chairman sabo say de na retirement time ni nti after we also onko bio nti na che so mo de aso a nti na obeko onko na che say aban sa account ya na wasese mo be join e wa send messages so ya da se bebre wa follow your social media yakopon show your last show for 2020 yakopon e kan obi a ho no hwe so na yakopon ya adom nsam me share bio 2021 e na adom a e be share fam vim lady Afia Pokua asera kese nkoma this way chocolate drink special ice mineral water any production team ni nyina say throughout the election it's the same team throughout the election very little sleep nti e breaki kakra ya enom betimi akoda omunaye nti Prince obi mpene bo amane edi Randy Rasta che say your entire team omu ye adwuma fe anopa ekosi anajo including executive producer Dr. Father Dixon any era Ken omu nyina do masse so omu ehwe so we had the most expensive software for election we you're spending more money than than any media house. Yeah, software, IT manager for your whole approach and oba Ghana. Just the best IT said about watch TV no ubeti me hu de no enyina. Nti adama say this election say Ghana asumdwe ba ha na me no mienu nyina ye ka ho na Ghana asumdwe ba ye dama say ma munya moni hwe.